I'm afraid that my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
Jason. This is the Jason Ellis Show.
Moose Knuckle, Red the Dragon, Knives, Danger, Uncircumcised, Philanthropy, Stupid Stuff, Supercross, Hey, Nipples, Machete, a scintillating bloodbath of hellacious fury, Evil, Cannabis, Interesting Things, Awesome!
Gotta fucking rock and roll.
Be careful of my hair when you are down there. There's one thing to avoid. My big long tandroid. Don't put it in your mouth when you go down south.
It's the Jason Ellis Show with Jason Ellis,
Buttered corn, bitch.
Michael Tully,
Bumps don't go bad.
Kevin Kraft,
Fuck you, brain. I'm gonna suck some dicks.
Lindsay Fulton,
I think I've said some pretty stupid shit.
Bennett Kogan,
I'm a baby.
and Will Pendarvis.
Fuck yeah, I'm Will Pendarvis.
Jason.
Ellis is blowing up.
This is the Jason Ellis Show.
Hootie turdy disco get it. 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 Hootie turdy disco get it.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Do you think that a turtle knows that it's slow? Like, I guess it was walking after something. Turtles actually... They ever want to chase anything? I mean, if it wanted to chase something and then it was pretty apparent that it wasn't getting anywhere, you think you might realize? Does a cheetah think that it knows that it's the fastest thing in the world? Do you think sometimes he sees other things and goes, fuck, that thing's probably faster than me? Or he is absolutely positive that he is the fastest thing in the world? And then my final question for the day is, do you think Simon Woodstock knows that he's going to get knocked unconscious on Saturday night?
Jason Ellis! Woo!
Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Doesn't seem like he's behaving that he knows that's going to happen.
No. I keep seeing the many quotes from his friends and trainers saying that I underestimate and I'm overconfident, and that is how I'm going to lose. That would be a thing if I'm not overconfident. Like, I just feel like I'm going to knock him out. And why would I not believe in that? You know?
As Conor
Yeah,
McGregor
weird.
once said, you're not looking past him, you're looking through him.
Sure, yes, to quote Conor McGregor, because I'm very similar. Yep.
He said that on this show, actually.
Did he? Oh,
yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
asked him about, I just had to ask him the question. I'm like, everybody says you're looking past this guy. What about you got to fight Dennis Seaver? Dennis Seaver's a pretty good fighter.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'm not looking, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's too early for Conor McGregor.
What did he do?
I'll be Irish in an hour.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great. And may the best man win. I am a little bit worried. I feel like maybe the Lord might, give me a cold or something. So I'm ready for all obstacles. I feel like there'll be a lot of trials and tribulations, and I will be here just keeping it solid, ready for my 6 minutes. 6 minutes he wants. 3 2-minute rounds. I just did 4 3-minute rounds with Eddie yesterday. It's going to be awesome. I don't even know I guess if I just tried to punch for 2 minutes straight, that would make me tired.
Yeah.
But who does that? I mean, I'm not doing that,
People who fight at Waffle House?
Yeah. People could fight for the chicken sandwich thing. Maybe that could be like instead of the belt,
Maybe the winner should get a fucking stupid fast food chicken sandwich.
Yeah. I do. There are Ellis Mania belts. They look pretty good. But if you'd rather a chicken sandwich, I can accommodate.
I'd like one. When you used to skate with Simon, did he get knocked out a lot?
No, he never.
Because he didn't do like big ramps or big drops?
Yeah, I never skated with Simon, really. I mean, he was more of a guy that filmed video parts and shot photos. I don't think he actually was in competitions, and even if he was, if he was in a competition, it would have been a street contest, and I wasn't in too many of those. He sure as hell wasn't in a vert contest, so it was more like I did the circuit of vert skateboarding around America and the world competing, and then he had like a 4-year window of being in videos, wearing wetsuits and riding skateboards shaped like surfboards, and putting fucking carpet on it, and I don't know, whatever the fuck you could think of. But it was right when Big Brother magazine had started, so there was this new thing they were creating people that were, it wasn't a jock mentality, it was more of an art kind of a thing, and Simon was perfect for it.
It was a lifestyle.
Yeah, and he had a bunch of really cool ideas. Nobody else had come up with any of those ideas. And he was very juggly from the start. His skateboarding was not stylish or powerful or really that technical. It's just more of a circus act.
He skated well enough to support this word sounds worse than I mean it to, but like the gimmicks.
Yep. Yeah, he was a pro skateboarder. Everybody thought so.
You said he's like a clown. You're calling him a clown, circus performer.
A little bit.
Yeah. So you're clowning on him. I'm clown.
Look,
well, are you clowning on a professional clown if you call them a clown?
Because he is a professional clown as well. I don't know if he's a professional like Steve-O, but he did a lot of clown stuff.
Right. Like
yes.
Is it insulting to Joaquin Phoenix if I say he's a joker?
No.
A professional joker.
You are clowning on the clown, but it's a compliment in that circumstance.
Right. Well, look, in this context, clowning is a good thing.
I'm saying that he was a legit guy because of the creative side of the ads and the videos that he did.
Yeah.
But on the scale of riding your skateboard, where I would respect your ability. I mean, you didn't go fast, you didn't go big, you didn't do anything dangerous. Everything you did was like dress as a clown or a dude in a wetsuit. So really, if I had to scrutinize, I would say that he is a bitch. He is a bitch pro skateboarder. But he had an artsy side and people loved it. But you haven't been. How many times? I don't know. Maybe he got knocked out a bunch when he was little. Maybe he did do a bunch of stuff. I never followed his full body of work. I just remember every now and then he'd have a new ad where, he was covered in tennis balls or whatever the fuck. And it was just legit. Everybody thought it was legit because everyone's ad was, we were doing skateboard tricks. Nobody had any really good, funny ideas. And he did. He had tons of them.
Because if he's susceptible to going to sleep.
See, I don't know. Oh, yeah, because he's had concussions. I don't know. He did the High and Dry podcast, and I couldn't tell if he was saying that he had brain damage from hits or he was just like maybe born with something wrong in his brain. I don't know which one he was trying to say.
But he did say he has something wrong with his brain?
Yeah,
But then he was trying to explain how he was brain damaged. I don't know. He wasn't making any sense.
He tried to laugh. He tried to do some scary laugh after he said it too, like he doesn't know what he's going to do next, kind of thing. And I was like, well, that doesn't work. I don't care about that. It's not about being crazy. It's a sport. You don't get to jump me from behind with a bottle or anything. We get to start when the bell goes, man. There's no crazy's not going to help you do shit. You need to know how to box, and I just think it's flat out apparent, unless he's been hiding it the whole time, that I'm the better boxer, so I should win. So the pressure is on me. That's what I think anyway. I know he's like, I'm the underdog and I got nothing to lose. Well, maybe you're right. I definitely don't. I can't lose to you. I cannot. Out of all the people I've ever fought, because it's completely the opposite of Kyle Kingsbury. I just have to punch him one time in the face and I've won. But with Simon, I have to beat him convincingly. It's the same as Chris. I don't think Chris needs to skim out of a victory here. Chris needs to beat the shit out of John and make it look like he's by far the bigger man. Or those guys will never let it go. It's going to be awesome, man. I feel good about it. I feel good about I might even cry if John wins. It might be the most emotional victory I've ever seen anybody do, because he should die.
I've never seen a man cry while he motorboats.
Oh,
I
don't think
like-
John will cry. I'm going to
Really?
cry for John. You think John will? You know what? He might
Yeah.
cry.
I'd love to see tears of joy while he
We might
gets
all.
anally motorboated.
I keep forgetting that it could be potentially an anal motorboat.
I did it. This is for Jimmy and Steve.
That's weird. That's going too far. I might have to
You
get out
too,
of that
Huckleberry
room.
Bill.
Man, if he's crying in the butt, I might have to get out of there. That sounds too much.
So wait, but he could also possibly be motorboating a butt while his butt is also motorboated.
What?
Right? Because
What?
didn't that girl
yeah.
say
Oh, right.
he could motorboat her?
I don't know if that girl, the Instagram model's going to be into motorboating while he's getting his ass eaten.
I don't think the chick.
That's going to
I don't
be-
think the chick who wants to fuck him wants another girl there getting motorboated at the same time.
Yeah,
I think it's all about her.
I think it all might be mutual, that they don't want to be on either end of
Yeah.
John.
We might not have a human motorpede.
But at one point
be
in
funny.
the weekend, he could have one on his face and, yes, one in his bum.
Right.
It's motorcade, is what that's called.
Okay. All he has to do is just go the distance.
That's the outcome I would like to imagine.
Yeah.
John winning, getting his butt motorboated while he motorboats another butt.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, like you said, a human centipede of happiness.
Yeah, I just want to see him swarmed by women and gold and, lavish gifts. You should get like those Hawaiian flower necklaces.
I don't know John well at all.
Give him a belt and a trophy. Like, I should just buy more medals just in case he wins, and just give him,
Just adorn him.
so it looks like he won like all the WB. All the belts of.
Yeah.
I just realized I fucked up. I should give him 7 belts. If he wins 7 belts. He's the ultimate champion of the world.
I'll
get
take
confetti.
my belt out and add it to the pile.
What, Lindsay?
You should get confetti.
Oh,
That sucks to clean up.
A bouquet of roses?
that is
Mhm.
fighters get that.
They do.
I don't know why.
What about all of the celebrations from all of the different sports? We'll give him like a huge horseshoe of flowers. We'll give him a gallon of milk.
Oh,
What gives you the
Champagne.
gallon
Shoot
of milk?
champagne in his face.
What gives you a gallon of milk?
Is that
Race.
the Indy 500?
yeah,
They give you milk?
yeah. You got
Bunch
to
of
drink it too.
Fucking nerds.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be really glorious. I guess you
Yeah.
you have to be there.
You really have to be there. What else? Are there other cool things that people get? We're not giving him a BMF belt.
A
That's out of the,
Stanley Cup?
that's out of the budget.
Yeah, it's fucking $800. That's ridiculous. That would be funny if he got a BMF belt. If only The Rock could give it to him.
Did John have a heyday? Like, was he a high school athlete who maybe won
He
the
said
big
he
game one
ran.
time? Okay. All right. So he's won some stuff before.
Yeah.
Because there's people out there, I'm sure, who you never won anything.
But I don't think John's ever won a fight before.
No, of course not. Of course not. Very few people have. That's kind of the way that I'm trying to look at my fight. I used to always let the stress of it get to me and the fear of it get to me. And I'm really trying. Man, I don't know how you feel. My experience with nerves for these kinds of things is it's like a revolving door. It's like 1 minute I'm like, oh, this is so cool. This is awesome. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know which one it's going to be, which side of the coin it's going to be on when it actually goes down. I could see it. I really honestly think it could go either way.
I think it's going to be a little bit of both, right?
Probably. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell myself
Once
that
you start beating the shit out of yoga pants, you'll probably feel pretty happy.
that would be a relaxing feeling. If and when that happens, I will definitely relax and soak it up. But there's just like the Forrest Gump element of this, of who am I that I should be winding up in a boxing ring against a guy with, 1,000 people watching under lights. Like I think I've done it enough times that I can finally slow it down enough to appreciate like just look around at the crowd before the fight and be like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, remember when we used to go to Fortune's
I
gym
know.
and do it?
Absolutely. Yeah,
There was like 50 people there.
I know.
And we thought that was one of the most fun things I'd ever been. I'm like, wow.
Actual real
People are
human
here.
beings
Yeah.
listen to the show.
Yeah.
I know.
Some of them are going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy Jer's going to be there. You can always count on him. Can't wait to see him dance again. Man, spectacular.
Yeah.
One of the better dances I've ever seen.
I saw Scott Green is going to be watching from home, so he'll only be making out with local dudes
Right.
wherever he is now.
Right. Well, those dudes are going to be pumped because he's very well versed in making out with dudes, as we all know. Yeah, what's the website? I got a new website, The Real Jason Ellis, everybody. So you can watch Ellis Mania for free on The Real Jason Ellis. It goes straight to the YouTube page, whichever one you want to do. I don't care.
Cool.
But it's free. It's going to be there. It's going to be there.
Yeah, ho!
It's delayed.
Lindsay, can you explain to me exactly what has been going on with these WWE wrestlers in Saudi Arabia? I'm seeing a news story today that I feel like is the same story I've read for like several days, if not a week now, and I feel like it's still shrouded in mystery.
So what I read on, the wrestling dirt sheets, because I read that kind of thing, is I guess Vince McMahon did not get payment for the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view. It's somewhere like $30 million, some crazy number like that. So
I saw a far bigger number than that, but who knows?
he has a huge deal with them for like 10 pay-per-views. So I guess I don't know if it was one payment or just the show or whatever, but
On Yahoo News, it says the company was owed up to $500 million for 2 shows last year.
yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense that he got $250 million for that.
That Saudi Arabia promised them $250 million per show, and then we're like, see ya.
And then didn't give him any money at all.
And yet had him come back a third time to stage another show expecting that would turn out okay.
Yep. And then
Well, you got to trust those guys. They're great.
Yeah, and then when they didn't pay him, I guess towards the end of the show, Vince cut the live feed, so it wasn't broadcasting anymore. And then when everybody left the venue, of course Brock Lesnar not included because he has his own private plane, so
He got out?
He got out of Dodge, yeah.
Wait, you're saying I didn't know this. You're saying wrestlers are trapped in Saudi Arabia?
They were for like 3 days
They wouldn't let them out.
The word hostage has
Yes.
been used
Yep.
in regard to this.
by like the wrestlers.
The official word is that the plane had mechanical issues, and so they just had them get off, and they went back to their hotels, and everything was fine. And yeah, sure, some of them missed the next show, but hey, planes have problems. As if that was the only plane they could have taken out. Yes.
They said
I
they made
suspect
him-
the Iron Sheik had a hand in this.
He's very
sounds
powerful.
Like, sounds like his kind of fuckery.
He runs Saudi Arabia. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
He should.
So they got out, though?
Eventually, yes.
Did he get paid? Is it over? Does that mean no more wrestlers are going there?
I don't know, but I know that their stock plummeted. I'm a stockholder, so
Whose stock?
WWE's public.
What about Saudi Arabia's stock?
Yeah, when does their stock
Yeah,
go
what
down?
did they fuck off?
What have they ever done to us? Nobody from Saudi Arabia has ever done anything to us.
Well, how many? What does that mean? How many
It's a-
people did stuff to
He's
us?
making
from
a 9,
Saudi?
is making a 9/11
I know,
joke.
but wait, it's
Oh,
9/11 is from Saudi Arabia.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's-
we
that's why
attacked Afghanistan and Iran.
Iraq.
Iraq.
That's right.
Oh, see, I don't know things. But they have they give us oil money or something.
Oil.
Oil.
Yeah.
Oh, we get the oil. Right. Okay.
Mhm.
So if you don't give him the money, because that's bad business. Like if the UFC didn't pay somebody for their pay-per-views, they'll be in some shit. And if somebody didn't pay UFC for their pay-per-views,
Yeah.
they'll be in some shit.
Yeah.
But they have diplomatic immunity, right? Because if they go, fuck it, I'm not paying, and they go, well, we're going to report this to Donald Trump, and he'd be like, I'm fucking sorry, I can't do anything. Because that's the same place that killed that reporter, right? And they just let that guy gets away with that? Or is that not the same place?
Yeah, that is the same place. Same
Right, that's the
leadership.
same
They
place
can
of-
do anything they want.
And that's the same place where
Nothing happens.
like women and stuff don't have the same rights as men and things?
Yes. I think they did let women wrestle over there, which was kind of a unexpected thing.
Yeah, so normally they're not allowed to wear like the traditional wrestling get up, and they allowed them to wrestle, but they made them like fully cover up.
No shit.
it was a big
and they just
deal.
did it.
Mhm.
God damn, I'm so fucking tired of everybody fucking playing everybody else's game. I
Right.
fucking get it. If you're broke and you just have to, hey man, look, China's a little fucked up, but if I don't get shit from Walmart, I don't get shit. I totally understand. But fucking the NBA and WWE, like you're already fucking rich.
I get it.
Fuck off.
I
Yeah,
know,
greed-
and you're ruining everybody. You're ruining us.
Greed is undefeated.
Yeah.
Greed will always win, 100% of the time.
You gotta check out what they made them wear because normally they wear these extravagant, crazy outfits, especially for pay-per-views.
Right.
I just don't get. I don't get why they bow to it, and I don't get why they want them there. Like it's just a bunch of dudes, a bunch of Americans doing American shit. I thought you didn't like it. Why do you have it over there? Why don't you just make your own one? It's such a fucking confusing thing. You hate it, but you love it.
Well, it's got
And
to
they
be.
hate you,
yeah.
but they love your money. It's fucking gross, man.
Well, I think everybody cherry picks, we like this from this culture, but we could do without that. China obviously doesn't embrace American values, but it embraces American movies. As long as they're just a bunch of superheroes flying around in space blowing each other up.
Yeah.
So I would say it's probably some combination of either the WWE is already very big over there, or the prince thinks it's really, really cool and wants to show off that he can get it.
I just don't, I don't say you have to go to war with anybody, but it's like, hey, we want you to do stuff over here. No, I'm all right. Why not? Well, it doesn't really matter. Look, we really want to know. All right, well, honestly, like I feel like everybody not having equal rights over there is something that, we really stand for that. So, well, we don't really, but you know what I mean? We're trying to. So we don't really want to be over there. No offense to you guys and your ways, but we don't want to be over there saying, hey, yeah, it's okay to watch us, but you can't drive home, lady. Like, it's not cool. We don't want to be a part of it. We're not going to tell you to change your ways. We're just saying we don't want to be a part of it.
And I'm not even saying no offense. Like, you guys were not coming because what you're doing is fucked up. Deal with it.
Okay. Well,
if you want fucking Brock Lesnar, get real.
But you can say the same thing about all the wrestlers. How much money do they need? You're not going to get fired by saying you're bowing out of this one, right? Some of the smaller guys might actually be in trouble.
It might be a little bit more complicated for them. I'm not necessarily defending them. I think that I would like to think in their position that most of us would do the right thing. If you want to be a huge pro wrestler, there's only one game in town. At least currently, unless Jericho gets his thing to really rival it. But he's got a long way to go. The WWE is the fucking shit. And Vince McMahon is, I've heard many things formally and anecdotally, he rules with an absolute iron fist. He's a complete dictator of that thing. I think the people who, would you still be in the WWE? Probably. Would you ever get the belt? Fuck no.
Right, you got to play the game.
If you're going to be in it, if you're not going to play the game, you shouldn't even bother being there.
It's a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, and same as UFC. If you want to be, if Dana White, I'm not saying they're doing this. If Dana White wants to, although did the UFC do shit in Saudi Arabia? They did too, right?
Yeah. The girls had to wear dresses that went past their knees with the face off.
No, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I don't get it.
Of course you do.
But I don't because
come on, man. If we had the same thing, we're talking athletes.
Yeah.
If they were like, hey, we're doing a shit in Abu Dhabi, and you were like, nah, I'm not going.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got to the point, let's say that Scott Greenstein still really cared about the show. And he'd be like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're not going? And had a personal call with you about how you need to go because that's going to ensure your income for the next fucking 5 years so you can buy a house or whatever. Let's say, like, what about if I give you a chunk of money to put down on a house right now?
Mm-hmm.
You going to do it?
To be perfectly honest, I have a down
Hard
payment.
not to.
I put a down payment on a house.
Oh. Well.
And so
now you're in a position to be like, no, it's good.
I don't have no thank you money yet, but I'm getting relatively close. And it's not a big, I don't know, easy for me to say because I'm just sitting here talking out of my ass. Nobody's waving $20 million in my face. But if I had $1 million in the bank and all my other shit was paid off, yeah, I'd like to think I'd go, no, fuck that. I would.
Right,
like
you're
to think
referring
that.
to the other. What do you think the other wrestlers have?
Yeah, if I felt like I was already,
well, let's say you don't. You're you right now.
Yeah. Well, that's what I say. Then
I
it gets
feel
a
like
lot
that's
murkier.
most people, Because I feel like
I don't think it's
I'm
most
pretty comfortable right
yeah.
now, but you could fucking. I don't know, man. Everything could just end.
Mm-hmm,
I know it's pretty unfathomable, but I refuse to think that it's smooth rolling here for the rest of my days. No way. They could
I don't
just
think of it that
fire
way.
me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Pete Dominic isn't here anymore. He was doing fine a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
And then what? So it's not, if it would, to me, just because of the situations that I kind of feel like, I don't want to get into it. My family's fine. and if you're gonna, if they were like, look, there's $1 million on the line, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if it's smart, but I'm really trying to help people that are not getting helped as in the equal manner as everybody else. To the point where, are you gonna fire me if I say no? Because if you're gonna fire me, fuck, man, I probably would go.
Yeah.
But if you're not gonna fire me and I can just not take that $1 million, can I do that? Because I really don't want to go, dude. I really don't want to be a part of the thing that everyone's being a part of. And then you just make all the people that listen to this show go, well, it's not so bad. I mean, fuck chicks, They don't need it. It's like I'm trying to fight anybody, but I don't want to be a part of it.
Let's put it in LeBron James terms.
You can't be gay there.
No.
So I don't want to be there.
Right.
No,
I probably shouldn't be.
I can confidently say that I would shoot that down from my current standings.
Put it this,
I've lived this very similar life for the last 37 years.
Can I just say I really
I'd be
like us?
chilling.
I really do. Like the other thing you said the other day about the Hardy thing. I know it's just a little thing, and it's like not even when Mike was like, it's not even fucking pay-per-view, it's free. But just having a little bit of a belief and a backbone in your own stuff to try and make the world a better place, even if it's like so insignificant, but you know that people that are listening to you that follow you are like, yeah, maybe I should stand up for myself, because you really should. Everybody really should. You know, if you feel like somebody's being unjustly treated and you can have a say in it, I mean, it's going to ruffle some feathers. It's not that bad of a thing to do, man. It really isn't. It's. I just think about all those other people that aren't getting the shot, and you have a position to help them. It's so remotely. I know it's like sometimes you feel like you're not even going to help anybody, man, but it's still worth it, I believe, for the just the sake of humans, innocent ones, you know?
Like 13 years ago, around the time when I first got hired full time, and I was, still making entry level, and when I was doing those like stunt videos and shit.
Yeah.
I had somebody, after talking about it on air, I had somebody reach out and offer a distribution deal to get like the DVDs made professionally and in stores and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so pumped. It was like, I'd been making them, I think, for like 6 years at that point. And I was like, I finally did it. Fuck yeah. And then I was talking about it around the office, and people were like, wait, who was the guy that reached out to you? And then they were like, oh, I got some bad news for you, dude. And it turns out he got busted on one of those local news things. It wasn't like set up by the cops or anything, but when Chris Hansen does that, have a seat.
Yeah.
This guy fell for one of those.
Because he was going for a child.
Yep.
Oh.
And
God.
and it wasn't done officially or with any law enforcement, so he just got caught on the news and ran away from the news cameras. But
still him.
Yeah. So I fucking blocked the dude's email.
Yeah, well.
Good for you.
Fuck yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
To be honest, I might go to a country that, doesn't treat women fairly if they gave me a whole bunch of money. But the fact that
shout out to you, Will.
15 of the 19 hijackers on 9/11 came from Saudi Arabia. I'm not gonna forget that shit. I'm not gonna go there. I'm just not.
When I was racing for Can-Am, I was doing a signing thing at the car show or whatever, and these guys asked if I would go to their country, and I was like, yeah, sure, why wouldn't I? And they were like, really, you're sure about that? And they both looked at me like really serious, and I was like, yeah, and I didn't get what you mean. I just said, yeah, of course I would come out and drive the Can-Am around, but I didn't realize what they were. So they were just asking to see if I was okay with going over there to. But I said yes at the time, because I was like, yeah, man, I'll go anywhere. But I didn't think about that.
Well, yeah, and ignorance is a totally justifiable excuse.
But if you're gonna go, you might want to get some info before you go. Like if you're never gonna go, then I don't blame you for not having the information.
Mm-hmm.
But if all of a sudden it is proposed that you are going to do some stuff there that is, a big thing, then you should probably verse yourself in what's going on there first.
You should, but I grade that on a little bit of a sliding scale. If somebody said to me, hey, do you want to go do, we're going to pay a bunch of money to go do some radio shows in Iceland, am I going to be like, hold on, let me do a little homework first?
I know, right? Yeah, you.
I don't know. There's certain places I know I shouldn't go.
Turns out
support.
Iceland hate everybody.
Yeah, we didn't turn down that dirty Canadian money.
Those guys are creepy as hell.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I'll say is it's just the people who are comfortable. I think you can put yourself in the shoes of the NBA guys. If you make a comfortable living, would you take double if other people had to suffer because of it? And I think that the answer should be no.
So do I.
If you make a comfortable living, things get really fucking dicey, and I'm not one. Who am I to judge if you're not? And people have to do what they have to do, and I feel sorry that other people suffer as a result. Blah blah blah. But if you're comfortable, if you're more than comfortable, if you get paid, $40 million a year to play basketball, and then you start stacking stuff on top of that, and you're currently filming Space Jam 2, I don't think you need Chinese money too.
Nope. But they don't have a choice though, do they? If you're an individual player, you can't just not go.
I don't.
Team sport.
Team sport.
You're letting the whole team down.
Okay. Even more to the point with the NBA thing, I'm not even necessarily saying that they shouldn't go, because I think that you can make the case. It's a convenient excuse, but the NBA would tell you, how are we going to spread American values if we shut the door to them? What's better is for us to go there and let their brainwashed citizenry see what free people look like in a free culture, and they go, hey, that looks pretty cool, and then we start to inspire change. They could make that case, and you can't totally argue with it. The thing is, nobody can stop him from saying, yeah, let the protesters protest. Like, because that's what this is all about. It wasn't ultimately about, or should anybody do business with China, or should anybody go there, or should we just completely, make a new Iron Curtain where they're concerned. It's just literally, is it okay for an American to say, I disagree with what China's doing in Hong Kong? And if you can't back that, then I don't know, dude.
If you say it on Twitter, does yours get erased?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Just
no,
if you're in the NBA.
Well, yeah, his bosses came crashed. I mean,
like if another NBA player did it now,
Twitter wouldn't take it down.
Okay.
It'd be really interesting to see what would happen, and it's interesting and disappointing that that nobody's tested that.
Not even Steve Kerr.
No, not even Steve Kerr or Greg Popovich.
What's up, Popovich?
Yeah, and I totally agree with that.
What's Upovich?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I might leave.
Yeah,
Will,
I think our work here
can
is
you do
done.
an Australian accent for like an hour and 45 minutes? I gotta go.
All right. Okay.
Okay, maybe I should stay.
Wow, are you going to do Billy Idol right after this?
Right. Okay. Right.
Oh, so he's just a little raspy, or that's the difference?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now
Okay.
do Queen Elizabeth.
Right. Okay.
Got it.
Hey, did you hear this shit with T.I.?
Oh man, he didn't get busted smoking an L on Sunset again, did he?
No.
Wait, did he? He
what's wrong with
didn't
that?
get guns again, did he?
Nope.
Okay, well then that's all right. He didn't hit anybody, did he?
Nope.
All right,
He
I'm cool.
is under fire for a
no.
revelation made on a podcast called Ladies Like Us.
I always listen to that podcast.
It is
Love that podcast.
in my regular rotation. I'm listening to it right now.
Me too. My butt's humming to it.
He revealed that he has been taking his now 18-year-old daughter to the gynecologist for annual checkups for years now, and he sits in for the results with the intent of confirming that her hymen has not been broken.
Yeah. That's there's not much trust in that relationship.
It's pretty fucking creepy.
Sounds a little militant. I mean, he's not looking at the fucking hole, is he? He's like,
No.
He's in the other
No,
office.
he's outsourcing that.
Yeah. Like the doctor looks and then he comes out and tells the results. T.I. doesn't peek over the doctor's shoulder and go, let me check that for sure.
Mm-mm.
Right. So I don't believe him. I think he's just saying that because he's on the radio. It's like that, what's that actor guy that said he would fire me? He didn't fucking mean that.
Steve Howie?
Yeah, Steve Howie should be snoring, son. Snoring.
I think he had a couple shots before he went on.
I think he had a couple
Computer
shots
That
when he
Day.
comes on every radio show. He's a loose motherfucker. Giving cigars.
He
out
seems
all
to
the time.
enjoy himself.
Right? Why not? I would be too. All that hair.
He said that this is T.I. schedules the doctor's visit each year, usually right after her birthday, and he's simply exercising his right as a parent to steer his daughter away from what he considers bad decisions. He says, I think most kids, in hindsight, looking back, always thank their parents for not allowing
For
themselves
checking their vaginas.
to damage themselves as much as they could have. Basically, kids don't like strict parenting at the time, but they always are grateful for it once they reach adulthood. Okay, first of
I
all,
like strict parenting, sure, but that...
yeah.
That's creepy
there's
parenting.
there's some kind of thing there. I'm not a therapist, but I'm sure if I asked my therapist, he'd say that there was some kind of thing that you would trigger in her that would not be beneficial later on in life from that father-daughter interaction. I could be wrong, but I feel like he'd be like, that might make her think something later on in life about she might be one of those girls that no matter what, nobody can lick their pussy.
My theory
I don't know.
is that when T.I. was younger, he was involved in some fucking gnarly trains. And then once he had a daughter, it completely spooked him.
He definitely was in some... He saw some bad stuff. He's a bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can turn out to be a good guy in the end, but you had missiles in your bus. Nobody needs bazookas in their bus. M16s or something. He had something ridiculous in his bus. I'm like, fucking dude, you're an idiot.
His daughter has 16.7 million Instagram followers.
Oh, Oh, so
no,
she's
no,
like
no,
a
no,
celebrity?
no. I'm sorry. I think I'm looking at a repost. She is princess _of_duh_south. I don't know what she's got. She's posted a photo of herself, and this is a complicated.
How old is she?
She's 18.
Okay.
This is a complicated
I can say, is she hot, right?
issue nowadays. Well, she put up a post saying, I want to quickly say that just because I'm turning 18 doesn't mean she has 1.4 million followers. Still
Dang.
very respectable. Just because I'm turning 18 doesn't mean that you all get the chance. More importantly,
Ew.
it doesn't make it right for you grown-ass men to try to get at me. 18, I will still be a teenager.
Every photo is her looking like a...
Like a pretty lady.
Cardi
Yeah.
B.
Whatever. What you
See, I don't know where this post, because the one that I'm looking at is, I would argue, even more like a pretty girl trying to look like a pretty girl on Instagram.
Come on, man. This is I mean, this is your stupid fault if you're into it. But look, T.I. got some great songs. That should just be the end of it, man. But you want to follow her fucking daughter. And guess what? She wants to be famous, and he's helping her and promoting her to be an artist without even being an artist. And you're dressing like a sex symbol. You're dressing like a sex symbol, and then you're trying to, like, dog on dudes. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. Your fucking father probably rapped about fucking 18-year-olds 10 years ago. Now, we're bad people for fucking going, whoa, you look hot. You got fucking your belly and your titties hanging out. The fuck are you talking about?
Honest question, do you
You
think...
ain't raised that well if you have to dress like that in every photo on your Instagram.
Do you think T.I. literally knows that a woman's hymen might not be intact, but she might still be a virgin?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think he knows that?
No.
Like, I think, like, most girls, by the time they reach adulthood, even if they haven't had sex, their hymen is no longer intact.
And she's been getting butt fucked for years.
Well, then,
Yeah, that gynecologist isn't checking her butt.
Checking Will. Will's shaking his head.
there's no butt hymen, am I right, Will?
Right, got to go now.
Billy Idol's out of here, everybody. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, no wonder he's checking her. Huh? She should just ride a horse and then get plowed all day.
Also, what would happen
Problem
if
solved.
they went for their yearly gynecologist father and daughter visit, and the fucking gynecologist afterwards was like, I'm gonna tell you, that hymen is
Pretty
fucking
loose.
shredded.
Yeah. Then what?
Yeah.
Does he shoot her?
Yeah. What does he do? Is she disowned?
You got to get it put back in.
He'll get a surgery to put it back in. What about if the doctor's fucking her every time he goes there?
Okay.
Look, he's the one
Everybody.
bringing it up. I don't know. Look, man, I don't know.
Well, if you bring a 15-year-old to get their hymen inspected, and it turns out that she has lied to you and has been having sexual intercourse, you could ground her. Then what are you going to do to an 18-year-old?
I just feel like it's such a
She probably still lives at his house.
You don't trust her at all. That's what you're saying. At all.
Mm-hmm. And you're saying that it's unacceptable for people under the age of 18 to have sex, which I don't agree with that. And I bet you 16-year-old T.I. probably didn't agree with that either.
Like I said, I don't listen to all these albums, but there's no way he didn't rap about fucking people when he was 18.
I'm just saying there's...
He's a ladies' man.
I literally couldn't name one of his songs, and I'm pretty sure he was not anti-sex when he was a teenager.
No.
No. It's so just weird. I think about this a little bit more now because people are all starting to give me that, like, oh, just wait with your daughter. It's a whole different ballgame. Wait till, like, periods come up and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. Is it going to be weird when it happens in a way that I don't see it coming? Like, she's a small woman. She is going to, like, my son is a very small man who is going to do all the things that every single man does. And my daughter is a very tiny woman who's going to do everything that women does. My kids are going to have sexual relationships. It's going to probably start before they turn 18. Like, of course, I don't want them to do anything stupid, but they probably both will. I did. I don't respect anybody who didn't.
Big statement, but still, I kind of back it. You got to try stuff. You know?
Yeah.
You just got to hope that the vending machine doesn't fall on you. That's all.
Somebody's going to get the shortest straw where vending machines are concerned. You got to live your life, man.
That's it. You can't just go around hiding from vending machines your whole life.
That is also, there's a downside to that. If you never leave the house, you'll never get killed by a vending machine, but you'll never get handicap potato crisps either.
You never get any sun chips, motherfucker.
You mentioned turtles at the top of the show.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a whole thing on the internet for them to chase cats.
That's such a bad matchup.
The cats.
That's like me versus Simon Woodstock.
It seems like it works best when the cats aren't aware that they're coming.
Wait, a turtle has caught a cat.
Okay.
Is it like because it's hiding and it's pretending it's a rock and then a cat comes up on
Okay, here we go.
it? Oh!
You got him.
Oh, he bit it.
Yeah, but he got away, right? After the bite?
I think so.
Wait, they always hate cats.
Well,
That guy looks like he's just trying
battering ramming it.
ramming him. I love turtles.
He looks confused. I don't know. Was he trying to pick a fight with that cat? Because
think
it's such
so.
a bad fight.
I think he was like, "You're in my fucking way, cat."
Maybe.
I don't know.
No,
It
but
seemed
see,
nice.
when
he's
the
going
cat
for
moves
it
away
again.
and he goes back.
Oh,
The cat punched him.
Oh, it's so great. Turtles, man, just out there doing the best they can.
I kind of like. See, and then he just moves to the side, and the turtle's like, "God damn it, stay still, cat."
And don't you love how the cat never just moves to a different room where the turtle would have to give up? The turtle is kind of passively provoking this.
Is he gonna bite its tail? Oh, he just headbutts
No,
it.
he just headbutts it
He
over
loves
and
that
over
He
and
gets
over.
in. He gets in ramming position and then just does a headbutt over and over again.
Yeah, he
Wait,
like
is he trying
throws
to
himself into it.
Yeah, is he trying to fuck it?
I don't know about that. Wouldn't he be trying to crawl up
I
to...
mean, goddamn, he is leaping Lenny on this thing. He's really trying to get into the back end of it too. I reckon he's trying to bone it. Turtles do that, man, and they can't get up because their shell's so big.
They can climb up things, can't they?
I feel like they can only climb up other turtles because turtles have like their little ramp up the back. That turtle tried to bite that cat.
There's a turtle biting
And
a
that
cat.
cat tried to bite. That turtle tried to bite that cat. That's okay. Now there's real truth.
Yeah.
I'm seeing several videos of turtles hell-bent on biting a cat.
And they're not like out of context. It's not like it happened once. It happens once and then it ends. You see the turtle bite the cat and then continue to go in for more action.
It's surprisingly not a bad battle to watch.
I know.
I figured it would be like over with one shot, but
Yeah.
the cat usually likes to kind of hang out and toy with the turtle, and if the turtle lands one, then the cat'll get him back a couple of times, and on we go.
Yeah.
I love this rivalry.
Yeah.
I wish more cartoons took advantage of this. Like, I would love to see like a Tom and Jerry, but with a cat and a turtle.
What is it? A snapping turtle that is the angry one?
Yeah, you don't want to mess with
Oh,
that.
Oh, that cat is about to get so bummed out. Wait, or is he being nice? That turtle looks like he's being nice.
Yeah, it looks like he's giving love
He's
nibbles
like licking
on the cat's
the cat's
paw.
foot.
Pretty much just on its
Wait, that
claws.
means so now I'm confused. Maybe turtles sometimes maybe they're friends with cats.
These are
Yeah, is that how they play?
love bites.
I mean, they don't have hands. They can't grab on. Maybe that is like a shark thing where they bite onto you because they're just trying to play. I wish I had a pet shark that wasn't that big and just like whenever he got to, I had like a Jacques Cousteau suit so I could just swim with him and
I
know that he
understand.
was just sort of chubbing on my arm a little bit.
Yeah. I
Could pat
understand.
him at the same time.
Mhm.
But they're very high maintenance.
Mm.
But it would be good to like have one in the pool or something.
Yeah.
In like James Bond and say if you don't give me the keys, I'm gonna put you in the pool with the shark or something.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about animals that you might like to have for a sidekick if you were
Constantly.
going to be in war with people?
I mean, I've always wanted to have a pet shark. I've always wanted to be a shark as well, but I just felt like if I had a shark that was truly my friend,
Mhm.
and so that means he could be in. I could jump into the water and he could come by and pick me up, and then I could just like hold onto his fin and maybe like surf him, and he could ride me, drive me around and eating people. You know what I mean? Like I'd be like, get that guy, and that guy would be like, please don't get me. I'm like, what are you gonna give me? Because my friend Terry here, the shark, just eats whoever I say to eat. And I always thought it'd be cool to be standing on like a 15-foot great white while one end of him is eating somebody. And I'm saying, I told you, you know what I mean? I told you.
I mean, if you could get a great white,
To be your friend?
yeah, domesticated, and you
Yeah.
could put a saddle on it
Right.
with
You're on-
reins and
you're on-
shit.
You'd be the greatest person alive. Because you
That'd be
could do
dope.
those weird duck dive things. Because if you got really good with each other and he knew how long you could hold your breath, you could go deep and then you could come flying out like when they're chasing those seals and do fucking sick airs and shit. I'll be on the cover of fucking ESPN magazine doing sick whips on a fucking 15-foot great white.
The ocean is yours.
Everybody would be listening to this show.
Tim Kennedy retweeted an amazing video of a whale getting some air. As much as a
Yeah,
whale can.
no,
Did you see that?
that
I showed
video
my
is
kid.
going around. I would think I told you about it. How big
Really?
it was. I try to say
Incredible.
because that's not the blue whale. That's bigger than that.
Mhm.
And that video, when you see it, you're like, that's what it's like to see a fucking dinosaur. Like we're never gonna see it.
Absolutely.
But that's as close. When you see a thing that is just a house
Mhm.
that comes out of the water and breaches and then hits the ground
And does a
that's-
180 while
yeah,
it's in the
You're like
in the
that is
air.
it's like a fucking Star Wars, like the ship coming past you. It's insane how big that is.
That's exactly right. That's funny, yeah, because I was telling my kid it's like seeing a Star Wars creature in real life, but you're right, it's more like seeing a Star Wars ship.
yeah.
How deep do you think they need to start off from to get that kind of air?
Oh yeah. Oh, how much? Well, I don't think once a whale starts cranking, it'll probably only take a couple seconds for him to get maximum, right?
Right.
But because he's 80 feet long,
Right.
he's got to be
It's at least 100 yards, right?
He's got to get 100 feet.
Yeah.
Of run up.
Mhm.
But if he skimmed, he probably goes, he's probably like 100 feet under.
Yeah.
And he's pacing along, and then he fucking hooks up. You know,
Right. Yeah.
gets
yeah.
that last bit to dish him up high.
Yeah, I think you're right. If you could hit the pause button on your life and you would still be living in real time, but everything would be frozen and waiting for you when you came back, your kids, your job, whatever, how long do you think you would want to be a shark for? A day, a week, a month, a year?
Well, see, I'm not absolutely positive that I would like eating people.
Mhm.
But if I really like eating people,
Yeah.
I would probably want to stay a shark until like the feds and the news, like, you know what I mean, the FBI, because I would assume that my killing spree would be on the news. Like because I would just kill everybody. I wouldn't eat them. I would just kill
You'd be Jaws.
everybody on the beach. Like
Right.
I'll fucking chew every
Children?
motherfucker. Oh yeah, fuck everybody. And then, I mean, whoever's close. I wish that it was all, you know what I mean, bad guys. But if you're in the water, I can't. I'm sorry, I can only see your legs.
Right.
So I'm eating.
I'm trying
you.
to direct you to Bad Guy Beach.
Yeah. If anybody can assist, if the FBI can tell me where Bad Boy Beach is, I head over there. But right now, I'm just gonna eat the innocent until I feel like there's guns and stuff coming after me. Because I would see that at this point, because I don't want to leave here, I like here, so I would eat everybody at Santa Monica. I feel like all those tourists and all those fucking idiots that pretend they're surfing where there's not even a wave all
Fuck those
day.
guys, yep.
I would eat the fuck out of all those kooks.
Cool.
And then the news would come because I'd be so big. I want to be a huge one too.
Fair
So
enough.
you'd see me.
Mhm.
And they'd be like, you know how they send the fishermen to get the guy that keeps eating everybody? There's a killer shark on the loose. But if it's a killer shark that ate 30 people this morning, that's a fucking rampage shark. There's never been a great white that ate 30 people this morning in Santa Monica. Like he just clipped everybody down
Yeah.
from Venice all the way, clipped up everybody. So they'd be after me. They'd be shooting stuff at me.
It would help if you could get a really gnarly scar right from the start so that you're, first of all, because that's cool, and B, because then they would know for sure every time they saw you,
It's
that's
you.
definitely the one.
What about if I'm just 5 times the size of any other lichen? What about if I'm just, 25 foot great white that just ate like 30 surfers in Malibu this morning and then headed down to Santa Monica and ate everybody under the bridge, and now he's eating everybody in Venice, and the helicopter shows me eating people and they're screaming and there's like blood in the water and everybody in the skate park is like trying to get a look at me, and I swim by like doo, like see my shadow, motherfuckers. The Diesel is in town. Straight up threats. I'm that fucking monster. And then I'll probably start attacking some boats and shit to see like how tough I am. You know that pier, the docking thing in where do you live, Lindsay?
Marina Del Rey.
Yeah, Marina Del Rey's got the place where that's where I used to put my jet ski in, where you can come out. That's where everybody, there's like restaurants there and shit. Fucking eating old people on the side of the restaurant. Just everybody. I'll bite some of the deck off. See if I can get some fuckers to fall in there, like go like Jaws.
Yeah,
So
just make a
there's-
ramp so everybody just slides down the
Snap
dock
the
in your
ramp so
mouth.
they're all like clinging on but slipping in one
Straight
at a
into
time.
your mouth.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I disappear. Go deep. Can't find me because I'm me. When I see the steak coming out with the hook on it, I'm
Yeah.
not biting that, you idiot.
Yeah.
I know who you are.
You got a plan.
Yeah. And why would I eat that?
Mhm.
I'm full on all you kooks at Malibu. I might eat some of you. And then I would just come back every day, on a certain day of the year, so everyone started to know. I want to be the most famous killer shark that ever lived. I want to do like an interview.
Jaws is very famous.
Yeah, but if I ate everybody in Santa
And
Monica,
you were real.
I could surpass him.
Right. Kevin, have you ever thought about what sort of animal sidekick you would want if you were a kick-ass warrior?
I wouldn't turn down one of those John Wick dogs. Did you see John Wick 3?
No.
Halle
Berry's
has them.
dogs. Yeah.
She can just go like, crisis!
And then they eat genitals.
Yeah, right for the nuts.
Yeah.
Only nuts?
Seems like
A lot
that.
of
I mean,
nuts.
and throats. Throats and nuts.
Yeah.
Vitals.
But the nuts are funnier, so my dog would always go for the nuts.
Agreed.
Even like John Wick would shoot a guy in his kneecaps and he'd fall over and be like, ouch! And then she's like, skate.
But if you had that dog here and it ate someone's nuts, don't they have to kill the dog straight away?
In
I
this
wouldn't-
scenario, you'd be like an evil mastermind who would probably get away.
Oh, you're an assassin.
Yeah.
That
Anybody who's
uses
coming for
dogs.
his nuts, the dog will bite theirs off as
Oh,
well.
then yeah, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Remember the honey badger?
Yeah, he was super angry, right? Everyone feared him the most.
Nature's asshole.
Yeah.
The honey badger is known as.
Yeah,
They're
just
small,
swarmed by
though.
bees.
But
Doesn't
they
even
small.
slow him down.
Yeah. I know. Maybe you could have
Maybe
a
if you
couple.
had, I was gonna say, if you had like 5 or 6, then
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of having multiples of small things. Like wasps.
You could control wasps.
If you could control wasps, I think you'd see a lot of guys who thought they were pretty bad 30 seconds ago turn out to be not that bad.
Certain people are more scared than wasps than others, but yeah, how many wasp bites does it take for you to stop fighting?
I don't know. If we're
Like if
talking
I'm
about,
you're attacking
yeah.
me, and I sick my wasps on you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much.
You could send them to the weak points, though. Like, focus on the eyes and pee holes.
Pretty hard for a wasp to get in your pants.
When I was a kid, my buddy and I were walking through the woods with his parents, and I was kind of off in outer space. And they're like, everybody watch out. Don't step on that beehive or like a bee hole. I was like, fucking bee hole.
And you stood
Plop.
on it.
Stepped right in it. So I got swarmed, and I'm running, and then they caught up with me, and they swarmed my buddy because we were the two furthest in the back, and he got stung on his dick.
Hey, cuntard! Stop being so cuntarded!
Flew right up his shorts. Bam!
Your
Right on the penis.
Your foot was in your buddy's beehole?
It was a random bee hole I found in the woods, Will.
That's the best
It's
kind.
just some random beehole, man.
Yeah.
Can't say no to that.
You don't want a team of. You don't want like a bunch of little animals. You want 3 animals.
Why 3, Will?
Because you got to
Is
have
it triangle defense?
Number
Phil
1,
Jackson?
You have a falcon because that is the fastest animal. When they dive bomb, they go like 183 miles an hour. So that's your surprise attack.
Well, wait a minute.
You
If
say
the
dive
falcon
bomb.
dives bombs on my enemy, what does he do?
Yeah, does he
It's
just
a fucking
impale
bird,
himself
dude.
down
Yeah.
like a dart?
He's gonna kill himself.
Yeah,
gives
rocks
him-
dive bomb even faster than that.
Yeah.
He gives him such a pinch. No, maybe he could drop a rock on him. They can carry heavy stuff.
Nah.
Or you could just get a slingshot and throw rocks yourself.
No,
I was gonna say, you really
no,
think that
I'm
if-
doing other stuff.
It's pretty fucking stupid. You should have thought about that.
Okay. Also,
I mean, it drops how big of a rock can it actually hold, and then it's going to drop it, and you've got to make sure that the dude stays still. What if he
No,
steps to the side?
Dude,
Like this eagle just
they
has
don't
fucking-
just flop onto the ground. The eagles can control. Falcons can control where they fly to. They have talons.
Yes.
They eat meat.
I know, but it's a full-size man versus a
I
fucking
know,
bird.
But that's just the speed attack. Then for the heavy duty lifting, you have your armored rhinoceros.
Why don't you just have an armored rhino? Why do you need a fucking eagle? You've got an armored rhinoceros.
Because you need
the
the
fuck
speed
is the bird
attack.
doing?
You need the speed attack. You need
It's dropping a pebble on the guy.
heavy
So he looks
lifting.
over and goes, whoa, why did that rock just land on the ground that just missed me because I stepped to the left all of a sudden?
and then the rhino gets him.
So you just want to...
And then you also have to have the.
You can't take the rhino anywhere. Like, how are you going to take that with you?
He's in the back of my pickup
He's not in the back of your
truck.
car, dude. He's not in the back of your
He's
car.
on the back of my flatbed.
They're 5 tons.
He goes wherever
What
he
carries
wants
5
to.
tons?
His legs. He walks
Right,
over
so
to
you ride
wherever.
him.
Yes, with my bird on my arm and
He's stupid. He hasn't thought about it.
my Deathstalker tree frog.
You're a fucking idiot.
Because that frog gets on you, and then you're like, "What? Oh man, so many colors! Oh my god!"
If you had a
Our-
tree frog and you had a dart gun,
Our
and you
butts
could
crawling
always
all
rub
over
the dart
me.
on the frog and then spit it at people. I don't
not
know.
Yeah,
doing all that.
Will, are the only people you're attacking like hippies that are hallucinating?
No.
Yeah, are you fighting
no.
the Thundercats or something?
No,
Like, why
these
do you
are
have
all
it?
people at an abandoned warehouse, and the Falcon comes down and like pecks at their eyeballs. Here comes the Rhino, and in the meantime, little Tree Frog's gotten all up in there secretly.
What kind of bird did you say it was?
Falcon.
Can a falcon really try to eat my eyes? Like, really? If it flies down in front of me and starts trying to eat my eyes, can't I grab that bird by the neck and fucking snap it?
I'll look it up right now.
Falcon versus me. I mean,
Okay.
can
I
I
looked up
outfly a falcon?
Falcon
No.
versus Jason
But once you
Ellis.
get
Got
to
it.
me, then in the end we have to have a fight, right? And you're a little bird.
And also, why do you have such specific hypothetical enemies? You're
So-
clearing out a warehouse?
No,
What
no, no.
warehouse do you have your
They're
eyes
at
on?
an abandoned warehouse where obviously bad guys do things. So that's where they
Oh,
do it.
you're crashing like an arms deal or something?
Okay, a conservationist was attacked by Falcon as they tried to tie up a youngin.
Yeah, youngins, man. They can't do nothing. Can't even feed themselves.
They were moving the chicks for
No credit cards. Youngins can't do shit. Can't even make a fire. Can you make a fire? Think you can make a fire?
Me?
Yeah, without a lighter?
No.
It's real.
I was in the Boy Scouts, and I couldn't do it then either.
I watched some Hawaiian dude did it the other day on YouTube. Made me think I could do it.
Yeah, Hawaiians have magic powers.
I know. You look jacked, though. I feel like maybe it's just like this jacked grind that you do. But I feel like if I'm going to die and if I don't start the fire, I could commit to that jack workout.
Do you think if you just ultimately get dry enough wood and put some elbow grease in it, you can get it done?
If you get you got to get that, it's all about the kindling.
Mhm.
So you got to get that spark.
Once
but
you get the
spark,
spark-
looks like a fucking beast mode workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to have the right piece of wood against because that's the other thing. They crack. They have a hole where you're rubbing it. So there's you know what I mean, there'd be. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, okay. So you get that kind of piece of wood, and you have the split in it, and then you put the fucking furry stuff in the cut, and then you rub with this other kind of stick in there, and you're blowing on it, and you keep going, I thought that I saw enough on the video that I could do that, but panic alone by myself, rubbing the thing for 3 hours, and there's no spark. I could see that totally happen to me. Going, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because the composure would definitely start to fade when you were, hey man, this thing needs to light, or you're in the
Yeah.
fucking dark tonight in the middle of nowhere. Because I've been lost in the woods before. It immediately dawns on you. The shock of me kicks in immediately, where you go, wait, fuck, I don't know where. Shit. Oh, fuck, how deep am I in here? Oh, my God. I've done that where I'm like, I got to get out of here. I got to find something that I recall from before where I know where the out is. Otherwise, we're dead.
I feel like I could mimic that setup, like
We should do that
get
on
some,
the show.
some dry leaves and shit and like pine bristles or whatever the fuck it is, and get a stick and do the rubbing. But
Lindsay, we
I
should
think
get
that's
a
only
fire-
happening with luck,
Can
time
we get
and
a
luck.
fire-making guy to do an outdoor show, obviously? And then he could just give us the right wood and stuff, and then we could all try and make a fire first. Because this guy that did it in Hawaii, Michael, he whipped up a fucking sweet flame. I think he did it in like 10 minutes.
It even took him 10 minutes?
Yeah, and he had
Oh,
a real
God.
buff workout.
Take me a month.
Yeah. Would I be allowed to select one of the tremor worms as my sidekick?
That's not real.
Oh.
Refresh my
I just realized
memory.
my shark was talking to me. So, yeah, you can have a tremor worm.
Good point. I've seen the cover of the VHS tape, but I don't think I ever watched Tremors.
What?
That's
Man,
a pretty cool movie. I enjoy
sometimes
that.
It's fucking great. It's
Okay.
so stupid.
I'll watch Tremors.
Yeah. No, you can't go wrong with that movie. Everybody in it sucks, but it's awesome because they're so good at it. Why is it flashing? Wait,
Uh-oh.
Another
We
fire
are-
Fire
alarm.
drill.
is
is
it
it?
a real fire drill?
Or did somebody start rubbing sticks together?
My Falcon will save us.
Yeah. I'm more into the padded rhino because I don't feel like that bird can actually lift any of us, you loser.
No, he's not going to lift it.
It's
He's
gonna throw
drop
rocks on
shit.
us
No,
until-
But he's also.
What about a cup of
if
water?
a
Can you get it to
giant
give me a
falcon's
cup of
coming
water?
at your
Maybe it'll put it
face,
out.
You're
Fucking
gonna duck. You're gonna try to get
useless
away
bird.
from it. It is intimidating.
If you had
it is
17.
menacing,
It is not.
and they don't give up until you retreat. That is a fact.
Dude, you get me. I get your neck. You're dead.
You're not gonna get his neck.
Dude, you talenting me. You said he's going to lock on with the talons?
No, he's gonna
Biggest-
rip your eyes out
First mistake. First mistake.
First mistake
okay.
was ripping out
Rip
your
it.
eyeballs.
Okay, so that means your beak is in my eye. Gotcha.
Okay, but you're still blind.
I've got a spare.
Now how are you gonna know where the rhino's coming from?
I'm saying, I've
where's that
got
rhino? What's
one
that
eye
rhino
left,
doing? Oh, no.
and he's got no fucking head.
Tree frog attack. Now you're like, whoa, my eyes out of my head.
That frog's
I'm
getting.
freaking
I've
out.
sucker kicked that. Can't believe I'm being violent to these beasts, but I guess they're coming for me.
Animal cruelty is officially illegal in the United States, so bear that in mind.
Hey,
Yeah.
good for you,
know,
guys.
Unless we're planning on eating them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so those
That
guys
is a
are
law
so
for another day.
tasty animals. That's different.
Yes.
Just normal animals. Yeah, we got to stop doing that.
I guess it previously had only been against federal law to torture animals if you videotaped it and then distributed the videotapes. But now, even if you just maim and torture animals by crushing, burning, drowning, suffocating, or impaling, and additionally sexually exploiting them, that is now a federal felony.
Sweet.
My dog sexually exploits my cat. Is that? I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like the cat. I actually feel like it might be the other way around.
They're both gonna have to go to jail now.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind if someone could explain to them how offensive it is that they do that. It's weird, ass licking parties, man. Fucking cat's on its back and its ass like looking at me like. I'm like, dude, yeah, it's so wrong. Stop doing that to me. It's like at me.
Oh, and of course, there are exceptions for hunting as well.
Yeah, no, because they're coming right for you. It was him or me. You're going to play the ad things, right, Lindsay? Yeah, because I don't even think they're on here. I think that there's like a green light on it that says it's not going to work. But anyway, do I still press that button?
You can, just go to break like you normally would.
Okay, we'll be back. What actually makes a better toothbrush? Industrial strength power, claims of miracle trendy ingredients, multiple modes. If you ask dentists, they'll tell you it's less about the brush and more about how you use it. Quip was created by dentists, product designers to focus on what actually matters: your oral health, healthier habits. Quip's sensitive vibrations with a built-in timer guides brushing for a dentist recommended 2 minutes with 30-second pulse to ensure an even clean. Quip automatically delivers brush heads every 3 months, so your bristles are sweet. Sleek, intuitive design, simple to use, comes with a travel cap that doubles as a mirror mount. These thoughtful features make brushing something you actually want to do twice daily. Good habits matter to live a healthier life, so help from fresh oral health habits with Quip. Quip starts at $25, and if you go to getquip.com/Ellis, right now you get your first refill pack for free. That's a refill pack for free. getquip.com/Ellis. That's getquip.com/Ellis.
With Jason Ellis.
Right after this on Faction Talk.
What actually makes a better toothbrush? Industrial strength power, claims of miracle trendy ingredients, multiple modes. If you ask dentists, they'll tell you stuff, and they'll say it's less about the brush and more about how you use it. Quip was created by dentists, product designers to focus on what actually matters: your oral health, healthier habits. Quip's sensitive vibrations and built-in timer guides gentle brushing. Dentist recommended 2 minutes with 30-second pulse, ensuring an even clean. It ensures it. Quip automatically delivers brush heads every 3 months, so you get bristles all over you. You just get bristles. They're super clean bristles. It's going to be great. It's sleek and it's intuitive and it's simple to use, and it comes with a travel cap that doubles as a mirror mount. These thoughtful features make brushing something you actually want to do twice daily. Good habits, they matter to live a healthier life. So help from fresh oral health habits with Quip. Quip starts at $25, and if you go to getquip.com/Alice right now, you get a refill pack for free. GETQUIP.com/Alice. GetQuip.com/Alice.
Jason Ellis.
We know more about the Kardashians than we knew about our next door neighbor.
Not me. Pretty proud to say it. I can do it when I see it and they show it to me on the social media things. I can go, nope, I don't do it. I'm not going to be a part of it. So I got my thumb. I'm in control of my thumb. Not controlling my penis, but I'm controlling my thumb.
Yeah, you're getting less
I should
trouble.
get my thumb to talk to my penis and see if they can't work something out.
Yeah. Well, your thumb is big. Go ahead.
Jason Ellis Show, live, 5 p.m. on the East.
Oh, weird. We're back.
Everything's weird.
Everything is really, really weird. Lasers are real now.
We already knew that.
Well,
Do they
more,
go pew pew?
They're more real than they have ever been before. We've seen lasers tested out on the ocean, right?
Yeah, it exploded a boat thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now what did it do?
Now lasers are coming to the battlefield.
Is there a gun a guy holds and it goes pew pew? Just like Kevin said. Where are we at on the pew pew?
I don't think there is a pew pew noise. Doesn't
It's
seem
just
like they
a
make.
fucking. It's a zzz, a constant thing, isn't it? It's one of those constant things.
I would assume so.
That's the worst thing about those lasers.
Yeah, it's like, hey, bad guy, could you stand still while I roast you with a fucking magnifying
Yeah, but like,
glass?
if you chase him, you're fucking roasting. You're liquefying everything everywhere. There's this beam, it's a solid beam that goes through everything, right?
Why would you assume that the bad guy needs to stand there for a while and that it takes the laser like a minute to kill him? I'm pretty sure you get hit with a laser, you're dead.
Well, I don't know, because I've had my heart broken so many times about lasers and future things that it seems like a pew-pew shot and bad guy's dead just seems too good to be true.
I don't think it's going to be handheld, good guy to bad guy, pew-pew kind of laser stuff, at least at first. But the U.S. Army says heavily armored vehicles loaded with laser cannons will be deployed within the next 3 years. And these lasers can take down drones, helicopters, and incoming missiles.
By chance, is there a video of it shooting a laser?
Not that I'm aware of. I see.
Boy, it would really help what you're trying to tell me,
No,
government.
I know. There's
Show me the cannon laser.
like a comic book style drawing.
Right. Yeah, I'm aware of what a fucking comic book laser looks
The
like.
Striker is an armored all-terrain assault vehicle with 8 wheels and lasers.
We've seen lasers take out a missile before.
Hey, I call bullshit on that.
Yeah, but now the Striker's going to do it.
Well, I haven't seen a video of it, so nah.
I enjoy you guys. I like it.
I think as a rule of thumb, the shorter the timeline, the more realistic it is that it'll actually happen. If you say something's going to happen in 50 years, it's never going to happen. If you say something's going to happen in 5 minutes, it probably will. This is a 3-year timeline.
Right, so I look forward to the laser video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In about 8 years. Unless Richard Branson's running it, in which case he'll be showing us the suits the guys will be wearing inside the Striker 10 years from now and calling that a victory. Fucking moving the goalposts, cocksucker.
What's
fucking Branson? Richard Branson's been like, space travel is going to happen any minute now for about 25 years, and nobody is calling bullshit on him. Okay, you didn't make your deadline to go to space. There's no shame in that. You're trying to go to goddamn space. Just admit it.
Wait, you're saying you think he's given up?
No, I think they are still working on it,
Oh.
but nobody is. He keeps on moving the goalpost back in terms of how long it's going to be, and nobody is calling attention to the fact that, boy, his initial estimate was wildly optimistic. And then he goes, but look, now we have, this is the lounge where people will sit before they go to space. We're like, wow, he's really getting close now.
Well,
He made a fancy couch.
He's busy with that airline and shit.
I guess. I love Dick Branson, but got a couple of shit there. We are known as, among other things, the radio show with the greatest, most practical personal advice.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yep. No.
We have saved countless lives.
Yes.
And saved who knows how many millions of people from various social faux pas.
You think I'd be sick of saving lives by now, but no, I'm not, Michael.
And here we are again to answer questions, advice questions sent to us by real live listeners that we definitely did not make up.
No, these are real.
Yeah.
Just like
Joe Lunchpail takes a quick second from his day.
Jimmy Two Toes.
Driving a truck.
All those guys.
And sends us questions. We've grouped them by a couple different categories. We'll start with the sex and relationship advice questions.
Yeah.
What are the social obligations related to running into a one-night stand in, say, a grocery store?
What are you supposed to do if you see a girl that you had sex with one time in a grocery store?
Right.
Oh, ignore her.
Yeah, pretend to look at the ingredients in a can of peas.
Scrutinize the living shit out of whatever it is you've got in your hand.
Oh, is there gluten in this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Drop it, pick it up, change lanes.
Yeah.
Turn around, go to the restroom, get on the phone.
That's pretty good. But what I like to do is make a pretend phone ringing noise and then answer my phone and pretend I'm talking to another prospective one-night stand, and I loudly talk about all the great sex we're going to have.
Ooh.
See, I would do that, but I would just be like, oh shit, my cellular phone, and then answer it and be like, they're all dead, and then just run out of the store.
Nice. Will, what would you do?
First, I get a rhinoceros.
I would say, excuse me, ma'am, do you know where the herpes medication is located?
Oh, that's a good one.
I feel like that's really mean. You had sex with her one time, and now you're acting like you don't know her and that you have herpes. So you're kind of trying to tell her she has herpes?
Yeah, but I called her, and she didn't call me back.
Oh.
And now, the shoe's on the other foot, lady.
Oh.
Hey, you kind of look like my friend's ugly ex-girlfriend after she got burned.
After the boating accident.
I suggest you just approach your former sexual partner and immediately begin groping and slobbering on them.
See if the magic's still there.
Yeah.
Somebody that I hooked up on one night stand hit me up on Instagram the other day and said, wow, you look like you're doing so well. I don't know if you remember me, but we hooked up one time. I was just talking about you the other day, and it's good to see you're doing so well. I was like, cool.
She wants the D.
What's up? No, I didn't.
Nudes, please.
I didn't do nudes. Nudes, please. Holy shit! I get nudes on Snapchat all the time. Like my wife thinks that I'm downloading porn. Like she's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" I'm like, "My Snapchat." She's like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "I don't know." Well, I do know some of them, but it's a lot. Guys and girls. A lot of people just send me nude masturbation things. It's pretty awesome.
I haven't
Probably
checked my
favorite
Snapchats
show.
in a while, but I pretty much just got people trying to fucking play Xbox with me.
Oh.
God, man, Snapchat's
And
lame.
masturbating at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's asked me to play Xbox.
All right, and that's what you do when you run into a one-night stand at the grocery store.
Helped.
Here's another one.
Who wants some more?
From Johnny Blue Collar, listening to the show in Topeka.
Wolf Knife, Johnny Blue Collar. Loves the show.
What up, Doe?
Yep.
I think I met him. Recently, I tried
He'll
to
be at Alice Mania 19,
Oh,
Michael.
for sure. Johnny wouldn't miss it.
Front row.
Can't wait to see him.
Front and center.
Recently, I tried to have sex in the shower. It involved a lot of slipping and fumbling and almost a bloody nose. Any advice?
Yeah, those web shoes. The ones that cover every toe individually, so it looks like you've got rubber wetsuit feet.
Right.
You'll never sleep. You'll never slip. And boy, do you look hot with no clothes on and those weird web shoes on.
Right.
May I suggest also a fanny pack with lube and like some waterproof vibrators in there so that you can really hit the kit.
Yeah.
Give her multiple orgasms. She might be slipping and sliding all over the place, but not you, Sonny Jim.
And you can wear safety goggles so you don't have to worry about the water getting in your eyes.
Right, you got to stay focused. If she falls, you need to catch her.
Safety first.
Yeah.
Agreed on all these points, but to all of those, I would add next time, make it be in the shower with somebody who wants to have sex with you.
Wow. Wow. There's
Or you
that.
just get one of those special showers that have the handles on the sides and a chair in the middle of it.
Yeah. Oh, the handicap chair thing. They could still slip out on that. That's happened.
You could totally request that at
You
a
know,
hotel.
you could get those.
And maybe I will.
You know those stuck on the dildos that stick on the wall?
Yep.
You could get like 17 of those bad boys and just fucking plug them everywhere, all over all the walls of the shower. And if you ever slip, just reach for a dick, and you'll be sweet. Helped. Big time.
Here's our next question. I recently started to have very intense feelings for my ex.
So stupid.
I got that old familiar pain in the gut, couldn't eat or sleep, thought about her constantly. I longed to tell her how much I loved her back then, but I don't want to jeopardize anyone's marriage. I'm no homewrecker. I feel guilty about this turn of events. I'm mentally cheating on my wife. I haven't said anything to her about it because we've never discussed past loves. How do I navigate this minefield?
Mentally cheating is not cheating, okay?
Oh, my God.
If
mentally cheating was cheating, nobody could be married.
That's right. Everybody would be cheating.
Yeah.
You're allowed. My wife mentally cheats in front of me. You know, like sometimes she's like, look at whatever some fucking UFC wants to fuck like 3 or 4 UFC fighters, and I'm like, that means that she likes them. The end. That's okay.
Yeah.
Be really, really odd. You know what? It'd be bullshit.
Yeah.
You're the only one. No, I am not.
It'd be creepy if the person that you were in a relationship with remained attracted to you and only you for like 2 decades.
Yeah. What the hell is that? What happened to you? Hit your head or something?
Yeah.
Also,
I'm
this
almost
guy,
hideous.
This guy should shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, that was the other thing. I was trying to hit the pussy button, but I couldn't find it. But yeah, what a biatch.
Like, you're going to go and narc your own thoughts out? What a fucking weirdo.
Okay, but that's not his real problem. His problem is that
He's in love with his ex.
He's in love with his ex.
Which is all, that's why I was calling him a bitch. Not because of your one.
Every time he
'Cause
thinks
he's in
about
love?
Yeah, pussy.
Every time he thinks about his ex, he should go and beat off
Punch
to
himself with
gay
the
porn.
dick. Ooh. Okay. That works, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before too long, instead of your ex, you'll be dreaming of leaving
be
your
gay.
wife for a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you'll be like, you know what? Maybe that bitch, I don't need that bitch. I just need a big dick in my butt.
And that's socially acceptable nowadays.
Yep.
That's the crazy
Everybody
thing.
loves that. Yeah.
It's real. You really would, if you had to choose, rather leave your wife for a man than for your ex-girlfriend. I think. Like you just say,
Wait,
I was always in the closet, and I just had, I was lying to everybody else, but worst of all, I was lying to myself. And I'm not gonna die without being what I really am. And I love and respect my wife, and I love the life we've had together. But I need to be me.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not going out with my ex-wife. So yeah, I guess I'm dating a man.
5 years from now, if you are going to your now ex-wife's birthday party, you're not going with the ex-girlfriend you left with. You might be coming with Alejandro.
Yeah.
By the way, that guy is not in love with his ex. He's in love with the idea of his ex.
Nice one, Will. Nice one. That's a sweet reality check, Ben Rubenstein, whatever your name. That's right. That's real. That's really what it is.
What do you mean by that, Will?
I have no idea. I'm sorry, Dr. Phil.
Fucking Will.
No, I mean, come on. You know, people fall in love with the idea of their ex or the idea of somebody else.
Or the idea of just being in a relationship.
Yeah,
the fall in love with that. You don't even realize it. Yeah,
you're in love with being in love.
Glorious by yourself, doing whatever you want, going wherever you want, eating corn chips and just scrunching them up in your undies and having having corn chips and popcorn and shit in your underwear all day.
Yeah.
And like pouring beer on your own face.
Yeah.
Brushing your butthole with your toothpaste.
Shitting on the carpet.
Walking around with a toothbrush hanging out of your ass.
My ex let me do that. She was awesome.
That's what my toothbrush says. Fuck it.
You mentioned Dr. Phil. Will, did you all see that weird little lady girl who was adopted by some people?
Catch Me Outside, bitch?
No. What was the movie?
real life orphan?
That's right.
Esther from Orphan.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ukrainian adoptee that
they
it turns out
adopted.
was really an adult.
Oh, wait, how could you think this was a kid?
I know. Maybe she looked more kiddish 5 years ago.
She's a hideous.
No, but also they said, she's got a special disease that makes her look a special weird way.
She does. Oh, she definitely has a special disease that makes her look a special weird way. But she doesn't look like a child.
Yeah, she looks like a dwarf.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? Looks like a 25-year-old dwarf.
So
Actually, 35.
that has not aired yet, right? And have they released a clip? Because the stories that I saw just had the stills. I have never been tempted to watch Dr. Phil until now. Because, she tried to kill the adoptive mom.
Oh.
She tried to push her into an electric fence, allegedly.
Oh.
And then they just ditched her and they ditched her and moved to Canada.
That does make sense.
They had to get away from her.
Well, because it's either that or kill her, and they're not murderers.
It's funny because when Orphan came out, I knew the twist, and I'm like, that is the most absurd piece of shit ever. And then it really fucking happened.
Yeah, but how dumb are you that's your kid?
I know.
As soon as they gave me the adoption papers, before I went to sign it, I'd be like, wait, how old is this lady?
Here she is.
Did she do a lot of grappling when she was a baby? Because she is hardy.
Okay, here she is.
Oh, wait, she's got a... She can't walk.
In a Dr. Phil exclusive.
With story-making headlines around
she's
the
in a-
world.
Was this adopted Ukrainian orphan
Are you a 33-year-old scam artist?
masquerading as a 6-year-old child?
Christine Barnett tells us the girl she adopted was no child at all, but a fraud who tried to kill her family.
She's painted you as an evil dwarf who's going to poison their coffee.
Evil dwarf.
In their sleep.
Natalia would simply tell us very coldly and very directly, I'm trying to kill the boys.
Now,
They say
It's such
you
a bad
scammed
game plan.
them, lied about your age. And
Who's holding her hand?
she speaks
Are you a
out
45-year-old dolphin?
Is that the new...
for the first time.
Why did they so badly?
Christine Barnett is being charged with
you a
neglect. after
45-year-old
allegedly dumping her
dolphin?
daughter in an Indiana
Holy
apartment.
shit.
6 or 7-year-old child.
You can
living
just
in
tell
an
by the size of her
apartment.
hands. She's got man hands, man. Those things are murderous hands. She's got will mitts.
I love how they...
She could catch a 100-mile-an-hour fastball with those bad boys.
Are
Because
you a
she's-
skin suit filled with hamsters?
Like, now's your time, right? Get on the show. She looks happy sometimes in this interview.
And then she looks crazy other times.
How did she get happy? What was the bit that made that person happy in that interview? We're talking about you tried to murder someone pretending you were a little girl. Man, I do really like a family that tries to give a little girl that is crippled a life. That was very nice of them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
And this is how she repaid them.
And she
with
tried to
murder.
repay them by trying to murder them. Wow. Next time you're buying kids, everybody, make sure that they're really who they say they are, right, Michael?
Oh my goodness. Fool
You
me
don't wanna-
once.
You buy a kid and turns out it's an evil dwarf man, lady.
This might be
That's
the first
bad.
episode of Dr. Phil that I ever watch.
Well, I look forward to her hip-hop career and how big she's going to be on TikTok. And
Good
my
point.
daughter asking me to buy her a T-shirt with her face on it or something.
Good point.
Can't wait.
I'm trying to think of another movie that had a more far-fetched twist.
Yeah, I know it.
That's
the one
physically
that Thomas
possible.
Yeah, no. Oh.
That could have happened.
Well, the kid that died and came back to life and he saw heaven and shit. That's pretty far-fetched, right?
Well, right, but yeah, I guess the book came first. One of those kids, because there's more than one, has admitted that he made the story up. But I don't think the one that was the inspiration for the movie that Thomas was in.
Oh, man, this whole time I thought it was true.
Because there was a subgenre. No, the other kid is true. Colton Burpo really went to heaven.
Oh, Burpo saw it. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, shout out to Burpo and fuck all those other guys trying to make Burpo look like a liar.
Tired of these fucking bitch-ass fake Burpos.
Yeah.
Fake
I wanna
Burpo
hear-
motherfuckers.
I want to hear a story about a Burpo that dies and goes to hell and comes back.
Yeah. Ooh, Burpos never talk about that shit.
That has happened. That
Hell
has
is
happened.
real.
Has it?
Yes, it has.
Are you
his
speaking
book-
from personal experience?
His book didn't sell.
Yes, I died one time, and yeah, it's bad.
What do you mean it's happened?
No,
Is it too late to put that in my new book, Michael?
Don't worry, we'll just handwrite it in the back of every single copy. Got a little time this weekend?
No, but people
Wait,
have
I
had
went
that.
to hell.
People have had that experience instead of going to the bright light and all the relatives saying hello. It's like burning fire and badness and darkness and mental agony, and
Really?
gnashing of teeth.
I tell you
haven't
what.
heard about that.
I tell you what. If DMT is the thing that we have in our brain that gets released when we die, and that's the going towards the light thing, that's the actual scientific explanation for it. My brief experience with the DMT that my body makes naturally was not euphoric and heavenly. It was very unpleasant.
Hail Satan.
If that shit comes out when I'm dying, I'm definitely feeling like I'm going to hell.
Well, just make sure you take a lot of vitamins.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think I went to purgatory. Because the first time I smoked salvia and got like a DMT trip from it, I was in like a...
In a bar playing music with the piano man, drinking some olives.
No, this looked like a Salvador Dali painting, but at
You were in a
nighttime,
painting.
it looked like a Salvador Dali landscape type thing.
Oh.
And it was dark.
Yeah.
And I think it felt like I got swallowed up kind of like by a Venus flytrap sort of thing.
Cool.
Like it just sort of closed and cocooned over me.
Yeah.
And then I slowly came back to reality. And my friend said that I turned just beet red and tensed up and started shaking and just immediately burst into sweat.
Hell yeah, free one. I thought Purgatory was a pub where everybody got like drinks that they didn't really like. I don't really like Clamato beer, so I figured I'd just like drink Clamato beer for like a couple thousand years.
Mm-hmm.
But I just started to like it because fuck you, man. You ain't bringing me down. You know what I mean? Stay positive.
I have an account here from this guy, Matthew Botsford, in 1992. He was coming out of a restaurant in Atlanta, and somebody shot him in the back of the head with a 9mm.
That'll usually do the trick.
And then he went to hell.
Because he was a bad guy.
He said he felt a hot needle-like pierce, excruciatingly painful for a brief moment on the top of his head, and then he was hung over an abyss as heat blasted up from below. Demonic eyes crept toward him before a divine entity grabbed him by the waist and said, "It's not your time," and brought him back. And he came out of a coma after being there 27 days.
Hey, that's awesome.
All right. This is my stock answer to this, but I would love to find somebody who's from a non-Christian nation who has a near-death experience and has a Christian experience of taste of the afterlife. And I would like to find somebody who's from America who has a distinctly, I don't know, say Indian-style Hindu experience.
Yeah, a bunch of elephants.
That's
pulled
interesting
down.
you say that, because in sleep paralysis, people from different cultures have different experiences. If in sleep paralysis, in the West, you wake up and then there's like, maybe a old witch lady hovering above you and all that kind of shit. When it happens in places like Japan, for example, they have a positive experience with sleep paralysis.
It's
How
almost
so?
like the whole thing is bullshit, artist. Sorry.
Except
Sleep
That's interesting
paralysis or
because
religion?
my wife has had experiences of sleep paralysis, and she is culturally pretty American, but lived in Japan until she was 4 and is Japanese, and she has definitely the Western experience, the bad one.
Ooh, that's a terrible thing. It's my biggest fear.
Has she ever had it while you were there with her? And you have to try and just like...
No, I just kind of hear about it the next day.
Because she can't be like, oh, fuck, I'm frozen.
Well, she's a martyr. Like, she would just be like, oh, it was fucking brutal. And I'm like, well, why did you wake me up? You're like,
you don't care.
I don't want to trouble you.
Yeah, exactly. You were sleeping so soundly.
Uh-huh.
You work really hard. I just wanted to let you get some rest. That's my sleep paralysis, not your problem.
Wow. Okay.
That's how
Taking
she talks
taking one for
all
the team
time.
right there.
A demon's attacking me right now, but you just go to sleep, honey.
See, my biggest fear would just be getting bored.
Of being stuck there.
Yeah, just frozen and I can't move. I'd be like, oil can. Like trying to nudge, my tully. Be like, keep put on Netflix.
No, because it's not nothing. You see something really
Yeah,
scary,
no,
and it's coming towards you, and you can't move. It's the waking experience of the dream of the bad things coming, and your feet are in quicksand.
And it's 1,000% real. You can hear the floor creak beneath the thing's feet. You can smell
this happened
it.
to
You
you,
can hear
Will?
it. There's like you can feel the hot breath on the back of your head. You can feel things.
Has this happened to you, Will?
No. It did happen to Jude. Jude's experienced it before.
That was no, I'm not gonna say it.
Jude's experienced a number of things.
Yeah.
My wife insists that having her feet in the air gives her a better orgasm. She thinks it has something to do with the blood rushing into her body. Is there a chance she could be right?
No.
Yeah. Her feet are in the air,
Mhm.
so that means the blood would not be rushing to her feet.
No, it rushes out of her feet into her body, so there's more blood in her junk.
If you put your feet up, then the blood would rush down into there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say
She might have figured something out.
To prove that theory, he should hang her by her ankles and pork her upside down and see what
You
happens.
can't do that because if you stay upside down for too long, your eyes start to come out of your head.
But if you jerk off fast, you can do that thing where you lay with your back on the ground and then you support your hips and you can do the bicycle thing in the air.
You can?
Yeah.
You can jerk off like that, yeah. It's
terrific. I've never sprinted upside down while jerking off.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, I got some shit to do when I get to Austin tonight.
I find it gives me a better orgasm.
Running upside down. I got to get some sort of hip harness so I can just start cranking it upside down. I feel like the momentum of me running upside down with a harness would make me start spinning in circles, which then again could be, you know that thing that Pink does where she's spinning around like, blah, 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 singing and floating around and shit?
Yes.
Well, I need to be one of those things where I spin around, but I could jerk and run at the same time. No one's done that.
Do you think trapeze artists have ever jerked off on the trapeze?
Fuck yeah.
You think?
Because it's horny shit. You guys wear
It
lycra
really
shit
is,
all the
yeah.
time, and those bitches are hot as fuck.
I know.
And you have to like catch them with your dick on their butt and stuff.
Except like 50% of the time it's their sister.
And they're gay.
Well, there's that too.
Their gay sister, which makes it hot again.
Oh, man. Flying through the air with my gay sister.
Man, nothing hornier than fucking
You'll
flying
have to
around
excuse me for a while.
Yeah, my roided out Russian gay sister.
What about tightrope walkers?
Just all covered in acne.
Do you think any of them have ever
jerked
they
fuck
on?
everybody.
Do you think they've ever jerked off while they went across the...
They fuck
I know they
bitches on the rope. Oh, ho, ho, you do not know? You come out here, I fuck you on the string, yes? I figure they're French. Sorry.
Yeah, you're probably right most of the time.
But yeah, they like, you hold the pole, and I'll in a minute, and then I'll hold this.
I often pass gas when I orgasm. Is this normal? And how do I address this awkward occurrence with my partner?
Man, you gotta leave, lady. Can't be fart coming all the time.
Yeah, put a cork in that.
I'll let you fart come one time, but if you fart come every time, you're not coming around me.
I don't know if that would be... If you
like
do...
it's just a go-to every time.
She can't
like,
help
like
it.
Really?
Okay. So the question is always
69ing is out of the question.
If it was probably.
Oh.
The question is always if she was perfect every which way and that was the one drawback, would that be a deal breaker? For me, I think I would have to learn to live with it.
No.
She's super hot.
I don't know if
She's
Katie's
perfect.
listening right now, but Katie, if every time you came that happened, I would just not be around for it.
We're doing the towel trick.
How would that save it?
What's the towel trick?
Just
he thinks
she farts into them, so that's
she
the fart
grabs
muffler?
a towel
Yeah.
right when she comes. She puts a towel in her butt crack
and muffles
You
it.
can't make her run away every time she comes. That's not
No,
fair.
we're gonna.
I think
There'll be a stack of towels right next to the bed.
I think you've got it, Kevin.
Honestly,
you're helped. So stupid.
I
Put
don't-
a towel in your ass, lady. You're fine.
I don't think for me personally, assuming that these weren't the worst smelling farts imaginable, I don't think it's that much worse than a lifetime of sex with a real full-on squirter. In my experience, that gets tired fast.
Yeah, but it's gonna.
In your experience.
In my experience, I dated a squirter.
Yeah, but have you ever dated somebody that farts when they come?
No. I'm just saying the squirter thing is like a good thing. You can search for squirt porn and people are in. Granted, you can search for fart porn as well, but squirting is obviously a lot more
Yeah, but
mainstream
the
and
squirt
popular.
porn looks like every now and then somebody's actually enjoying it. The fart porn, nobody's enjoying it, and you know it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
tell. They're like,
Right.
oh, yeah. They're like, I'm like, no, you're not. You are not saying, oh, yeah, lady. You're going, oh, my God, where's my paycheck?
But this girl that I was with, she wasn't like, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to squirt. I'm going to squirt. It just fucking, she's like a leaky faucet.
Yeah,
That was
I
just
know,
the way
dude.
that she was. And that's fine.
No, I had one
wasn't
of those.
Wasn't my favorite.
I had one of those experiences, and you're right. After I was like, the first time I was like, wow, check me out.
Yeah.
And then by the, I don't know how many times, I was like, oh, my God. Like a couple times it scared me because I didn't expect it. It went, psst. I was like, oh, my God, what the, oh, yeah, fucking hell, man. Calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it like a leaky faucet, or was it like somebody let the hose go for a second, like champagne? Woo, Happy New Year!
I got a water bottle that I squirt the cats with. It's like a spray thing, like whoosh, whoosh. Similar to that, I feel. Like whoosh, whoosh.
In my experience, it wasn't like again, it wasn't like the videos where they
spit hiss,
where they wait and wait and wait, and then it all comes out in a stream. It was just like the natural lubrication was way over the top. So like if she was on top
Just a
of
slow
me,
pee leak.
if she was on top of me, it would just get really soppy, and eventually it would be running off both of my hips down towards the bed. There was always a massive
That
wet spot.
explains a lot.
What does it explain?
Do tell.
Will? Yeah.
My friend dated somebody exactly like that.
Uh-huh. I think that counts as squirting. Were you into that, Will?
My.
Oh, right, sorry.
It was so.
Your
my
friend
thought
Phil?
was my friend
Phil
thought it was
Schmendarvis?
all right.
Oh man, he's the best.
Louisiana Schmendarvis.
Phil Schmendarvis is the worst. He's a crazy man, you know.
That guy'll do it.
That guy will do absolutely.
Boy, that guy they should lock up.
He farts when he comes.
Women
make me harder?
Women all over the world are advocating for equality. I've been known to advocate for equality for women, so I agree that women should be treated as equals in all things, including who pays on a date. Do you agree? Should women be expected to pay for dates with no contribution from the men?
If you are a really rich lady and you're dating a poor man, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like it should be about what you got in your pants. It should be about what you got in your pocket. I feel like the richest person there should pay for it.
Yeah.
Unless you're all evenly rich or evenly poor, then you split it. But if someone's just blowing doors off everybody in the room, then they usually get it. And I'm usually okay with that.
Yeah, I'm not splitting the bill when I start dating Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, she just pays for it, yeah. Just like she gets you the engagement ring because you can't afford it.
The rule's always the same, no matter what the situation is, whether it's romantic or business or whatever. The person who invites the other person pays.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
It was fair. I forgot about
If a woman were to ask you out on a first date, yeah, I'm definitely going to try to pick up the bill, but if she insists because she invited me, yeah, that's totally right.
If she
that's
says
where
I
we are.
invited you and I'm paying for it,
Yeah.
I would take that. That's
Yeah.
flattering.
That's cool.
I'd
It's
be like,
hot.
wow, really?
It's powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and the thing
you
that
take me home and dominate me?
Yeah,
I'm okay
let's do
with
it.
Yeah.
And the thing that I read as far as the Kate Beckinsale example is if the woman has way, way more money than the man, you let her take care of all the big expenses, and you get to still pick up the dinners and stuff like that, so you don't feel totally emasculated.
Oh, that's so condescending.
Yeah.
Not
It
me.
makes sense though. If she's like paying the the mortgage for all your houses, and she bought the yacht, and she bought you the Freaky Scenes 2.0 that is now making all kinds of money and stuff, and then you get to pick up Arby's.
Katie used her credit card for dinner. She got a credit card for the first time the other day, and she used it at dinner. And I felt cool because I thought that the waitress thought that my girlfriend just paid for my dinner. Like she doesn't, I just went with assuming that she thought that I was going out with somebody that was so rich that they paid for dinner. I thought it was cool.
I feel like
And it would never get old.
I would be bummed out if I went out to dinner with Kate Beckinsale and the bill comes. She's like, "Oh, look who gets to be a big boy now and pick up the bill." Like, oh, come on.
Well, the arrangement that I suggested was to help people save face and make everything less awkward. If she's going to go and say that
If
kind
she
of ruins the...
you kind of added a little bonus there where she called you a big boy.
Yeah.
Look, if you call me, I'm ready. Look at me, I'm the big boy. I don't give a fuck what we're talking about here. I'm not going out with you anymore, Kate Beckinsale. I'm not a big boy now.
Did you break your piggy bank? Do you
Unless
have some dollars?
I'll let her do it after I go to the bathroom. She said, "Did you go big boy 1 or 2? I'm like, I did it 1. And I'll be like, that's adorable. Yeah.
Did 2, and I need help.
Waiter, he has this many. Will you take that for dinner?
That's cute.
Right? Like I pay with like $4 of Monopoly money in a seashell, and then on the way out, she just like slips them the real dollars.
Here's your real currency.
Oh, that
Sorry
would be,
about that.
I would be so into that.
Right, that's
I'm
so
dating
horny.
a toddler.
Why do so many more women hit on me now that I have a wedding ring?
Because all women are home wrecking whores.
Yes.
Helped.
It's funny because it's true.
They can smell the pheromones.
What is the deal with that? I'm serious, ladies. What the fuck is that deal? Because that is a real thing. I used to think maybe it's my mind. I'm married and I am no longer on the market and I'm not looking, and you find that to be attractive. And maybe when I didn't have the wedding ring on, I was looking at everybody like I'm ready to pounce on you, and you were like, "Ooh, he's looking to pounce on people." Maybe I'll grant some of you that one. Some of you. But the rest, like I said before, you're on it. You're slubbing. Slubbing hoe knobs. Am I right, Will? I mean, sorry, Phil?
Hell yeah.
Is there any truth to that whole thing that there's like the pheromones? So like if you're in a dry spell, like you haven't had sex in a while, girls can kind of pick up on that and they just avoid you. But when you finally break the cold spell, you're giving off like different pheromones. Like, ooh, this guy's fucking.
No,
I gotta get me a piece.
It's your look. It's single guys can't say anything about it if they've only just done that and they've had a girlfriend, and you can't say it. But when you get a relationship and then you come out of one, all guys start if they go out on the town, they come out with this fucking bug eye thing where they're like, which one is it gonna be? They're on a mission. They can't cool down. It's somebody who's been single for a long time and has become okay with being single. He doesn't have that look anymore. But it's when you're a married kind of guy, like people like me are the worst. Katie leaves me, I go out, and they can see it. They're like, this guy is a walking dick. He's just looking to poke somebody. If I'm taken, I got a more of a relaxed. I don't have to have a wedding ring on. I don't need to bone everybody. I'm fine. But I've been there. The single guy, when you go out again and you haven't been on the market anymore, you must have the dumbest face ever. When you're younger, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe you look dumb when you're 52.
Supposedly pheromones have been debunked in general.
Oh, okay.
Like
what about that one sex lady that was on in New York? She had smelly armpits, and I wanted to fuck her for it. She had like a body aroma that was. I remember I kept looking at you like, you're not smelling that. You're not smelling that. You guys didn't catch it until she left. But it did make me want to bone her. But I don't know. Maybe
Isn't it also weird how, like, if it was just, like, some giant warthog lady and she had BO, it would have, like, the reverse effect?
Well, it would have to be a certain kind of BO, because I remember not being attracted to that doctor lady that was on. I thought she was a bit, I don't know, there was something seedy about her. But then the smell, I don't know, maybe I was, you know what, it hasn't been anybody else. I've never caught the BO off anybody else and gone, hell yeah, and that was just that one time, so. I don't know.
It's like a primal thing, I think.
Maybe.
My girlfriend thinks our sex life is boring and that I should be more spontaneous. Short of surprising her in the shower, what does she want me to do? Isn't that a weird question? Like, short of surprising her in the shower, as if that's the most spontaneous thing you could
with a knife, I pull the curtain down and start stabbing her. Surprise!
Hi!
Yeah.
I think you should hide in her closet.
In the back of the car. Nobody expects that one, Michael.
Yeah.
When they get in the car in the parking lot and you go, hey, let's fuck.
Yeah, beat off in your hand. Yeah. And then when she comes out, you jump out behind her and
Yeah, you feed her your jizz.
Very
nice
spontaneous.
Hide it under her desk at work.
Ooh, just start
when she
fingering
gets there.
her, yeah, when she's working. Right when her boss asks her a question, just tongue dart her vag. Go, here's your tongue. Yeah, do that.
Or wait till she's going to the bathroom and then be like, what's up, baby? Want to get freaky?
Or
never see that coming.
Dress as a
While she's pooping?
Yeah.
Dress as a criminal and mug her. And then, right, you know what I mean, when you're about to kill her, be like, it's me.
That's very surprising.
Surprise.
Yeah.
I would say use a flashbang.
Ooh.
While she's shitting.
And then straight away go for the Blumpkin, like the reverse Blumpkin,
Just
I guess it's called.
batter ram the door.
Yeah, flashbang, and she bends over to put her hands on her ears, and you start boning her in her mouth.
Surprise!
Yep. Man, we are some horny guys.
And one more sex advice question from real live listeners of the Jason Ellis Show. In a species, are certain animals considered more attractive to each other the other way certain people are? That is, are there more good-looking dogs or certain rhinos more likely to have more mates than their peers?
I think this exists for everybody except those monkeys that have that weird ass that comes out the back of them.
You don't think that there's somebody who has a particularly hot red monkey ass?
Yeah, nah. I don't think anyone's ever said, no ever red monkey ass has ever said to another red monkey ass, hey, check out that lady red monkey ass over there. That's some fine red monkey ass.
Totally disagree.
Yeah,
I think the bigger the better.
They're like, man, wish we could fuck those apes in the other cage because we are fucking hideous. You do not want to touch that back end, man. It's just not right. Bless you, Kevin.
Thank you.
You look like you were under siege.
And the angels and...
It was a surprise. I was trying to get my mic off before it burst out of my head.
Yeah.
Sneezing began.
Talk to me about surprise sneezes. I got you beat.
What are you talking about?
I sneeze the shit out of my ass onto a couch. It's a long story.
Sounds like a pretty short story.
Hi and Dry, the podcast. It's great.
Got 27 minutes.
Yeah, man, I got a special interview for you guys today. I don't know if you know this, but I stole Adam Carolla. Yeah, and I've had him hidden in the shower that John uses at SiriusXM for like 3 weeks. So he is hairy and stinky and angry.
I'm sure he's got lots to say.
Yeah, so he's gonna, and I'm gonna challenge him to a one-on-one talk-off after this.
Wait, not
True
yet.
story. No, but so
Yeah. Oh, after this. Yeah.
like later on.
I understand. Parenting advice questions.
Somebody
I
asked
share.
me on Instagram for that today that you and I should do a parenting advice thing, and I was like, I think we already did that.
Yeah, I think we kind of just do that.
I don't think it's a good idea to listen to me.
We're doing it right now because these
Oh,
are
here we go.
questions from real life. Probably the guy who hit you up with that is one of the people who sent us one of these.
One of the many.
I share my mobile device with kids and let them play games. Sometimes they accidentally make in-app purchases. Sometimes they watch inappropriate ads or even content. What is the best way to avoid this?
Pretend
If
you didn't
only
say
there
it.
was some answer to this question.
Yeah, if they download inappropriate content on your phone,
yeah,
they should not be allowed to use the phone for a long period of time, and they should be receiving a stern talking to as to how you're not ready to be looking at stuff like that.
I say you and your wife make an anal sex tape and then put that video up there. So then when those little bastards open up the link, they see mom and dad butt sex. And they will never will never go on a porn site again.
What about just shit coming out of your ass? Because I don't know if a mum needs to be in this. You know
But
what I
wait
mean?
a second. If you just make one anal sex video, what are the odds that your kid is going to see it? You and your wife need to become the biggest anal stars
Yeah,
in
you
all
need to
of
run
porn.
Pornhub.
No,
with
you have to
anal
make
sex.
like a dummy macro or something in the phone.
Option 1 to 35 is you butt fucking your wife.
So when the kid types in porn, it automatically just sends them to that.
No, that's
Dropbox.
what you did. Yeah, where on your phone, as soon as they type in anything offensive, they get you fucking your mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, their mom.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Fucking his mum. Yeah.
That's going to scar them for life. So what I suggest is...
Is it really, though? Because I feel like I saw that. Wait, no, I didn't see that. But, it didn't scar me.
Plenty of kids walk in on their
Yeah.
parents having sex. Isn't this pretty much the same thing?
Pretty much.
and they get scarred for life.
I mean,
Here's
it's,
what I
it's
suggest.
millennials, same thing.
Every time
Millennials
it
get
happens,
to see things up close.
Yeah,
you know?
pictures or it didn't happen,
in high def.
every time it happens, you tell them they're not allowed to poop for a week. And if they do,
Nice.
not only are you going to beat them, but a horrible demon monster is going to eat them when they sleep.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
What about, that thing that Rambo was in on that crucifix thing where he's in the mud and they just had him just his head out? I don't know how it was that tiring to be in that.
I don't remember the thing.
It's kind of relaxing, really. I mean, I
Just
guess
kinda
when
get
he
to
got pulled out, he might have
stretch
had some leeches on him or something, but
Yeah.
who cares? A few leeches. You're Rambo. I don't remember how that was so tiring, but you knew you could do that to them. If you look at porn again, I'm going to
Rambo
torture you.
crucify you.
Yeah, I'm gonna strap you to a mattress and electrocute you.
Uh-huh.
All the options there.
You don't have to tell them what it is. Just say, I'm going to Rambo crucify you. Sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
What about if your phone could electrify your child when it typed in porn?
What about if you say you have a magic phone and every time children download things they're not supposed to download, an unrelated child somewhere else gets seriously
Dies.
injured?
Oh.
Yeah, whatever. Same thing. And then,
If it's not real, I can say it dies.
well, and then you just scour newspapers for horrible accidents that have happened to children and be like, see?
What about if you get the child after he watches the porn and you get in those clockwork orange eye things that hold his eyes open, and then you fuck your wife? No, I can't do it anymore. You get a lion to eat him.
My son recently started kindergarten and has a new best friend. After setting up a play date over the phone, I met the new friend for the first time this week, and the child has horrible personal hygiene. Is it something I should address with the parent? My son? I don't want him picking up bad habits.
Wait, the kid stinks?
The kid's new friend stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid stinks.
Yes, the child
It's
stinks.
going to be tough to stink when you're a kid.
Really? My kid reeks all the time.
Okay. Of what? Like milk or some shit?
He just
Not
gets kind of
sweat.
like rank and like accumulated butt.
Oh man, that's rough.
Starting around 14, 15, they get that.
They get real
These
gross.
kids
yeah.
like
Real
4.
gross smell.
What are you talking about?
My kid's got to like shower, you know? Not daily, but goes a couple days. I notice.
I mean, I guess if the kid's stinky, I mean, you can't tell a kid he's stinky. And if he's got shit, trash clothes, you can't say that either. You just can't really say that. That's not a kid or a parent thing. That's, I don't know, man. Really, little kids? I'm not. I'm sorry, but I couldn't do it. I could not tell the parents. I could not tell little Johnny. I'd tell my kid not to don't say anything. I couldn't do that.
I would say the next time that kid comes over, you get a whole bunch of those tree-shaped car air fresheners and just hang them all over him like ornaments on a Christmas tree.
So when the
then,
parents pick him up,
yeah,
they get the gist.
Yeah.
That's really smooth.
Yep.
It's light, you know, not too jolting.
Real talk. The good thing is if you're the parent in this situation, you get a lot of time to prepare your response to it. Because, you know, like that thing, or if your friend like mispronounces a word, you have to call it the first time, or else it becomes awkward if you don't. You have to say something the first time the kid comes over, and you pretend that you don't know it's a pattern. You just go, oh, I don't know what happened with the kid today, but boy, I noticed that blah, 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 and you act like it's an isolated occurrence.
Oh, you nip it in the bud.
And hope like hell that they take the hint. Because if it's a play date, you'll have like 4 or 5 hours to put that response together. You can actually do that. But if they don't get the hint, and they probably won't if their kid stinks in the first place, then I don't have an answer.
You just accidentally, when they're walking up to the front door, you act, oh, whoops, I hosed you down.
Wait, why do we have to break at 4 o'clock?
Because you still have some commercials you want to play before you go to your interview.
And then I'm not coming back, right?
When I figured we'd come back for like 2 minutes. And...
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
I
right.
want to.
Just let us know when we're
done.
Let me see. My daughter is 13, and she recently started asking me which makeup she can wear. At what age is it appropriate for kids to start wearing makeup, and what is acceptable at that age?
Corpse paint.
Well, they can't wear it. They can't wear it at school, so you're in the clear on that.
They can't.
No.
No.
I think one time, my ex had a discussion with somebody at school because my daughter was painting her eyebrows, and she was getting in trouble for that. And my ex had a conversation with one of the teachers saying that if she doesn't paint her eyebrows, that the kids are going to pick on her. But it's still up to you. But I just want you to know that. And then they let her, because I guess everybody in school has either dark eyebrows or they fucking put dark eyebrows on. And if you don't, you'll be made fun of.
Yeah.
So that was the newest. I was really surprised by that scenario even happened. But I guess not giving up, I think talking to your teacher about it is, when it comes to being at home, then I would say sky's the limit at home. Like, you can put on makeup at home if you want. Just, you're not going out like that. You know, I mean, if you're really young and you want to wear, I think my daughter might have put on makeup when she was young, and we all thought it was hilarious. And she knew we were all laughing at her because she looked like Simon Woodstock. She looked like a clown.
Right.
But then I remember she did her eyebrows at my wedding, and I tried to. It was like couple of weeks before that where she just really got heavily into doing her eyebrows, and they were not that good.
Sure.
And
you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, and I said, "Hey, those are some pretty sweet eyebrows you got going there." And she's like, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, you know, they're maybe pretty thick. Put them on pretty thick." And she's like, "They're cool." And I'm like, "I don't know. Maybe ask like a makeup artist or something, see if they feel the same way." Just checking it out. And then a friend of mine and my wife, who is a makeup artist, helped her with her eyebrows on the wedding, and now she looks back at those wedding photos and goes, "Oh my God, why did you let me walk around with those eyebrows?" And I was like, I did try to say something, but I wasn't going to have an argument with you about you. They're your eyebrows.
Yeah, it's part of the process, and you have to let them learn.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she looks back at it, goes, "Oh my God, look at those," but she also looks back on it as proudly, because she's like, "Look at my eyebrows now.
Right.
I have figured out how to do whatever it is they do. I don't know."
Yeah, her eyebrows are on fleek now.
There you go. Apparently so.
My son recently became friends with someone who I don't care for. I don't like his values or his behavior, and I don't think he's a good influence. I know I can't pick and choose friends for my children, but I see this as a negative in his life. Any ideas or suggestions for me? What sort of values would this child have?
Do you like dealing drugs at school?
I don't like his stance on Syria. He's got really wacky views on healthcare. This
He's this alt-right drug dealer.
That'd be tough if your kid, his best friend, was an alt-right drug dealer.
Telling me about fake news and trying to sell me K.
Telling me about how the earth is flat.
Yeah, I say you just plant drugs on him and call the police.
It's like a mini Eddie Bravo, just leg locking everybody at school and telling everybody the world is flat, and if you don't agree, he's gonna armbar you. Yeah, that's tough, man. What do you do?
My daughter has become best friends with the same girl who bullied her for 2 years, starting in first grade. Now, in third grade, the girl befriended my daughter, and the relationship is what I would consider emotionally abusive. I've tried putting distance between them by being busy every time a play date is suggested, but they are still together at school every day. Any advice? You need to bully the bully.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to put a hurting on this bitch. You need to teach your child a couple of good, solid blows. Because we're talking youngsters, they can't survive too much of a beatdown. There's like 3 or 4 good, heavy blows, and that'll be a wrap.
Yeah. Learn the noogie, learn the Indian burn, and perfect the atomic wedgie.
Wow, I was thinking more of like a double leg and like a full mount, and then like ground and pound elbows to the face.
Yeah, those will probably work too.
Right. Because you want to beat this bitch so bad that she never bullies again. And for that matter, she never bullies anybody else ever again. Problem solved. You've just made the world a better place. Helped!
And finally, in the few minutes that remain to us, a couple of advice questions from real live listeners about the workplace and professional sphere of life. In 2 separate incidents over the past week, I've been subject to verbal and physical harassment by a high-ranking officer at my job. Condescending language, pushing, shoving, all in front of a crowd of coworkers. He is an executive and I am not, but I will not take the belittling and humiliation I was subject to. What are my options? What should I ask for beside a public apology?
What is that move that all the dudes at Winklejohn do, that little teep kick?
Atomic wedgie.
Sure.
What's a Winklejohns?
You kick the top of the knee, so it like hyperextends the knee. So
it's like that front kick?
Yeah, the one that John Jones does all the time. You hyperextend the knee so that he bends over from the hyperextension.
Yeah, the knee goes the wrong way.
And then you Anderson Silva, the straight up soccer kick right to the face. And then you go, let that be a lesson to all you other motherfuckers. Anybody in here disrespect me like that, you're next. And then you will be forever feared and respected.
When you go to work, wear like the regular corporate stuff, but wear like your button-down shirt wide open, no undershirt, so chest bared, and wear your tie tied around your head like you're Rambo or something, and come in blaring "Get in the Ring" by Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Right, and you challenge the executive by taunting him with Axl Rose. That get in the ring, motherfucker, and I'll kick your bitchy little ass, motherfucker. Punk.
Do you wait? Like, is this a meeting that you plan on going through with, or is it just the end?
You're gonna fight him
at like an Alice Mania or something.
No, probably right there, right then in the office.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Right.
Man, just to see like a cubicle go down because an executive was physically thrown into it by a guy rocking out to
even if you're the smaller guy, if you come at it with some haste, you're definitely not going to cubicle down with him.
You've got all weekend to get yourself hyped up and take a bunch of meth.
Nobody expects a full speed buddy tackle at the office. Nobody expects that. And if you wait till he's up against the wall of a cubicle, so you know that this is going to be a fucking monstrous extravaganza.
You might get 2 at the same time.
You might take out a couple innocent people in the background, but
they'll respect you for it.
They will. They'll be feared.
At the end of the day, you'll be the new boss.
You might be the CEO of this company by the time you get back up off your feet.
What's your name? I like the cut of your jib. I'm promoting you to manager.
That's right.
I suggest taking a more passive approach, but in a similar vein. So next time this executive like shoves you into a locker or whatever, like just play it up. So if he gives a shove, leap in the direction you were shoved towards like the nearest piece of corporate art or a breakable cabinet. So it just looks crazy on whatever office security camera, or all the coworkers just saw the top executive throw you through a cabinet.
Hey, is that thing from that movie where you touch them with that electrical prod thing and you make people shit and puke at the same time? Is that real?
The thing from Kick-Ass 2?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't think it is.
Oh.
I think the brown sound's real, though, right?
I don't think that is either.
Yeah, there's no such thing that you can just touch somebody with and they just fucking squirt mad shit out their butt.
You planning on having another pool party?
I would have one of those.
Fuck you, Will.
If that existed.
Whoa, you just wait.
Anyway.
And maybe this is the last one we have time for. My boss owns the company I work for. Anytime there is an issue at work or disagreement, he will talk to the person, settle it, and give that person a hug.
What's wrong with that?
This week we had a disagreement and settled it, and he hugged me, but this time the hug was prolonged. When I started to let go, he pulled me back and said, I just want to hold you a little longer.
Is he a guy or a girl?
It's a he. I instantly felt uncomfortable, but I didn't do or say anything and let him keep hugging me. I know I should have said something, but again, I was there by myself with him, and he is the owner, so there's no one higher up I can complain to. What do I do?
Fart.
Whisper in his ear. Sweet nothings.
Fart very loud.
I know where you live.
I'd just say, how fast can you chub up?
I'm getting hard right now, boss.
Ball on ball chubbing up. You can't be blamed.
If you put your genitals on his genitals because he held that hug too much, you're just going with the flow. Right?
Okay.
You can't grab his ass.
Well, nowadays,
Can
you really can't hug in a corporate environment. John Lasseter, the guy who runs Pixar, was exiled for a couple of years just for hugging people in an unwanted way.
What?
Yeah. I wouldn't. If I was running a company, I wouldn't go around hugging people anymore.
Oh.
I was actually surprised.
I mean, their
the
hugging
other day.
days are over, Will?
We should just go full Japanese and just bow on the clock.
Jason, that's mutual. We can do that all we want.
Okay.
But if a boss hugs me and I don't care for that, if I put my genitals on his genitals during the course of the hug and I don't have to weirdly, awkwardly move, I make it seem fluid, how can it be my fault? You hugged me.
Yeah, just gyrate into it.
What makes you think he's not going to like that?
Because I'm going to make that noise.
He's the one holding his body close to yours.
I think the best way is maybe if you can get your hands locked behind, and then you just squeeze as hard as you can. and then when he'll lift his head off your shoulder and look at you in the eye, and you just because you'll already be squeezing as hard as you can. If you could squeeze out a fart or just shit your pants and go, you know what I mean? I fucking love you, brother. I feel like that could do it.
And don't let go until paramedics or police arrive.
Say your hands have got into some sort of lock, and I don't know what's happened, but I don't seem to be able to break it.
No, just say, I just want to hold you a little longer.
Oh.
And just keep on holding on like a snapping turtle.
Help. It's been great. We've got to get on a plane because we're going to Austin, Texas. So we'll see you in Austin, Texas tomorrow. Right now, here's a little interview I did with Adam Carolla. Don't die. Kind of. Don't die. There you go. Press that. Yeah?
Go to the break.
I did. Did we go to the break?
I seem so.
Terrifying. I'm not doing this idea again.